No.
You said you made it out?
It's probably worse than that, but no, we're fine.
There could be a time, in this specific timeline, or there might be a really difficult call.
There is something I do not understand. This is the only answer. That somehow I misinterpreted something. At every misstep, somehow they continue. At every corner, they find their way. If something is guiding whatever they are, I must accept that I do not know of it. What I do see is that they must be stopped. Their journey cannot be allowed to continue. Whatever the costs may be, their tale must end here.
It has been a long, very, very complicated journey to get to where we are now. We've reached the point here at the start of our 5th chapter where it can't even really effectively be succinctly summarized in a full story from start to finish. So let's look at what we know, which even at this late hour is a frighteningly small amount. We know that Nebula 315 just did something.
Dude.
So Link 1429 has already done something.
I was gonna say, because that wasn't in the... For the YouTubes. That was on the pre-show.
Things are looming over us here. But the group of you, starting from mixed origins at this point, drawn together by a variety of fate's winding threads, found yourselves adrift along time and space. You have traveled through quite a bit of both, faced with opposition on nearly every front. Very recently, you have met 2 figures of import. The first is named Kaklatath. What we know about Kaklatath is only what we can believe that she has told us herself. She is a Yithian, a creature from, well, even further afield across space and time than any of us had even hoped to imagine. She claims to be here to aid you, to guide you, to help right things, to ensure that at the end of all of this one timeline isn't just one timeline. It doesn't just fix a problem at a single point in space. Hopefully, with her guidance, she claims you may be able to find the core of it all. The second is a figure much, much different, but just as old and just as esoteric. The Tatterman, a being that stalks through nightmares, cross dreams you have been faced with since near the very beginning. And recently, very recently, who you have struck down. You fought the Tatterman before, a long time back, distant past. You had won. You had defeated them. But clearly, Such a victory does not come easily, and such a simple act did not put an end to them. What you have done now, with the aid of Kaklatath, with the aid of the rituals you have found along the way, and the risk of not just your lives, but the very concept of your existence, is you have extinguished the very idea of the Tatterman. The Tatterman is not dead or gone. They have been removed from the script of reality. You found yourselves tumbling back to a point you could understand. Something solid, something firm, something grounded. A single room and a simple inn in a city called Lucana. You arrived to two of your fellow travelers that you've been with for some time, Reese and Easy, old friends from roads past, confused, adrift, almost at the edge of hope. Overwhelmed with the fact that you had returned, you were alive, you were still here, there was still hope. Immediately, that was inverted as Easy awoke. Looking across the room, it became clear that your once ally, comatose for months on your journey, was no longer himself, but was instead the mind of Kaklatath, here in your time and in your world. Realizing this same thing at the same time as all of you, Reese ignited, turning around to Adelway very specifically, with a visible red fury in her face. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Before we go any further than that, you settle a couple of things here.
Oh my gosh. The message!
Settle some debts.
Stop! Link 1429 threw us a pre-show. Well, we'll come back to that in a second. Nebula 315 threw us a hero point for everyone. We're so back.
I knew she wouldn't do that to us. I knew.
You're not gonna do you like that. You're not gonna do you like that.
Marcus, one for Sully, one for Brinper.
Ooh. You're fun.
And Hussein, 221. Figure in yellow is hunched nervous at the edge of your view with a timid voice. Hi, no, that last guy quit because checking notes, twerking chicken, trash pan, and a fox turned into a dog and a time nexus. A wheel.
You hated
And
it
I'm
that
not
much?
sure what
Is that what happened?
bless for low roll is, but I'm gonna say everyone roll d20, and whoever does the worst and needs it the most is getting a bless.
Marcus.
Wait,
Can you have more than one
It's
bless?
what?
Hussein is a wheel and a
bless
bless.
or-
If you already have one, then yeah, you're fine.
It's a wheel.
It's a wheel and a bless.
Marcus.
I was so...
What'd you roll, a natural 20?
It-
I got 2.
Oh.
Did I
Okay,
lie?
I don't know why I
I
bothered having you roll.
Right.
Marcus, take the bless.
I don't have a blessed deck, so.
Yeah, we still have that one to come over here.
I
So,
didn't win it anyway.
Reminder,
Yeah, I
real
don't
quick,
think
before we
I-
go
I
back
think
in
I'm
there.
out.
This is the start of a new chapter. Welcome
Sit down.
to the UGT show and our adventure through the strange Aeons adventure path. It is a Pathfinder first edition adventure that is being very heavily reworked and adapted for the second edition role-playing system. Also, we do some fun things here. We have our little hero point deck. They can be used just like a normal hero point. You can reroll a d20 with them. They cannot be used just like the normal hero point to instantly stabilize yourself from death because that's boring and lame. Die.
Right.
But instead, on the backside of the card, they have powers.
help with the focus?
They're either a reroll or a fun ability that we are constantly adding more cards to this deck. So I literally don't know what's in there. I don't approve most of these cards. Every now and then, Arcadis asks me, "Hey, is this too much?" And I go, "A little bit." And then we can slightly throw it in there. I do not know what most of these cards do. We've also got a couple of other fun toys. Blesses and Banes go off on natural 20s and natural 1s on attacks or saves to do explosively fun things. They are the Pathfinder crit, hit, and fumble cards, but you pick your favorite ability instead of going with whatever one triggers off as the thing you did. And Wheels and Woes, which cause, as is currently queued up right now, good things and bad things to happen. Now I have to think, because I'm not just going to use these to neutralize each other. These need to be separate things. And I think I know what I'm doing with both of them. So, as Reese accosts Cammy here, immediate response, I don't know. All 5 of you here in this room are still kind of coming to terms with where you are. That you seem to be back in a normal room, in a normal place, a place that physically exists. The reality that up until very recently was the only one that any of you, well, at least 2 of you, knew. You 2 have lived full, regular, normal lives and just wandered into this.
What's that like?
Let's go around the table and introduce our party, starting as I feel like is tradition over here.
Yeah!
Hi, I'm Marcus. I play Marius, the Gold Dwarf Ranger.
This has been a bit on every show while Strange Aeons has been in Anyway.
I wonder if anyone in the audience thinks that's as funny as we do.
No. Probably not.
Probably not. Hello, I'm Bryn. I play Prototype 47, our automaton of the group.
I'm Colby. I play MD, our full-blooded orc rogue. There he goes. Got it.
I'm Sully, and I play Cammy, the itty-bitty gnomish witch, who is currently being accosted by a very tall woman.
My name is Brett. I play Reginald Sagacious Fox. I'm kind of the weird guy now. I'm supposed to be smart, but I'm also the weird guy too. Like I think I'm going crazy.
I'm a weird guy.
I'm just a weird.
You ever see me without this hat?
You gotta put in overtime effort to be the weird guy at the Strange Aeons party. As a dude who just kind of showed up halfway through, and yet you're doing great. You're doing a fantastic job.
Time is weird, man.
Reese, who is a woman you have known from your once forgotten pasts back in Thrushmore, 2 of you that once started this adventure with no memories, who has admittedly only tried to kill you a handful of times at this point, is looming over Edelmane, still kind of confused on the floor. You're already normally short, gnomish stature, emphasized by the fact that you aren't even fully standing yet. And there is a look in her face that you haven't seen since Thrushmore. Since she came at you, knives out, shooting to kill. She pauses for a minute. Every single time that something happens, you do some ritual or some magic, and I trust you. I really have so far to know what you're doing. Every single time it gets worse. And she turns around and looks towards Easy, who kind of sitting up from his cot at the edge of this room here, looks at her, puts his hands up. Aha! I feel like I've done something wrong here. Hi. Okay, so this, what I'm feeling here is we're really supposed to like each other a lot, actually. Any help? Any help? Sorry, I'm acclimating here. There's a lot of thoughts, all right?
How did you do that?
It's complicated, all right? I don't know. I thought you did.
I didn't do it.
She turns back around and looks at you.
I didn't do it.
Then what happened? What is this?
I guess that's Kaklatath, but I don't know why.
And she immediately on that turns and strides over to the bedside as Easy just kind of waves out. Whoa, 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 whoa! It's like, hey! She reaches up to his shoulder with one hand and reaches up with the other. And as she does, a knife flies out of her belt into her hand and slams him against the wall, puts him up against the throat. Give me one reason I shouldn't slit your throat right now.
I want to pin her. I just get up behind her and just pin her arms down.
You want to go at her.
Yep. Reese, we need to calm
as you
down.
Stride across the room towards her. Before you can close that distance, she picks Easy up, drags him around, and puts him between the two of you. I'll bloody do it. I was willing to do it when this was my mark. And I don't even know what this is infesting his skin now. What did you do?
Reese, can I interject here?
Before we go any further, I'm going to pause you guys for a brief moment. Because we're going to do... This is going to... A little bit... This is a tense moment. This is not something that you're going to be able to wholly diffuse with words. Oh, your words here at the table. We're going to need some skills. We're going to need some carefully thought avenue here. Reese is on my list of emotions currently at infuriated, which is one higher than she was going to start, thanks to Link 1429's will.
Oh, I
She's
see.
going to start over the line. There's a couple breakpoints here, up a full breakpoint from where she was going to be. I want you to think of this with the gravity of a combat, whether or not it is actually going to come to blows or not. Think carefully before you act or speak. We're not going to roll initiative or anything. We're not going to go in like an official turn order. But you are all here, and everyone is going to need to take some influence on here before we move on and let people try again. So think of this, for those of you in the audience or at the table who are familiar with the old verbal duel system. We used it very heavily in War for the Crown. It allowed you to use things outside of the traditional diplomacy and intimidating deception in a conversation and a face-to-face conflict like this where you weren't necessarily coming to blows, but might be. You can use any skill on your sheet that you can logically work into an argument or give me a good reason why you should be able to use. But I will warn you again, this moment clearly to all of you is important. Reese is at the edge here. And while your skill checks are going to matter, obviously they're going to move your skill here, what you say or do can matter just as much.
I have a question.
Okay.
This is like a metagame
This is
question,
no,
but
that's
I
fine.
actually
This is kind of we haven't done something like this.
Well, no,
since
I just need to get this
so.
out of the way before we start because it's just been very, very long time. But what was Kaklatath's pronouns?
I don't know if we've only talked to. I think it would be her.
Oh, okay. I truly couldn't remember, and so for a sec, I was just like, I need to clear that out before we get too far into the episode.
Well, we're now
We've never seen-
complicating that a little bit.
Alright, like,
It is her, but she's in Easy's body, which is very much an
I truly could not
average-looking
remember it.
man.
I was just like,
Very average.
I need to get that out of the way real quick before we start. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Well, that moment, as MD approaches, MD, you're maybe like a step back from Easy here. Well, you can see, there's still kind of got his hands up, shoulders frozen. He's just completely still. Doesn't say anything. Reese staring straight at you.
Might I interrupt? This man has been in bed for quite a long time. His muscles possibly atrophy. Listen, you guys all can deal with this however you like. Can I at least check on him to make sure he's okay? And then if you guys all decide to kill him later on, that's fine. Just basic physical things.
You see immediately,
That's my turn. That's what I want to do.
softens a little bit. Given this situation, you're clear and direct, almost ignoring her completely to worry about Easy.
Yeah.
Very obviously has an immediate effect on her.
Right.
She doesn't really move, but she looks at MD, step back, and another pair of knives flip out from her belt and hovering in the air, slowly circling behind Easy, pointed at you. Get back.
Why?
Because I don't trust any of you, but least of all you two right now. As she looks at MD and Ilme. But he's right. Let Reginald take a look at him. In case this has any kind of physical effect you need to know about. She takes a very cautious, small step. Do you move at all, MD? Okay. You I'm assuming do you want to roll medicine?
Yeah, when I roll like a medicine.
You will get a +2 bonus for direct empathy to easy.
Yeah.
But a -2 because she is still super tense with MD right now.
Got it. So it's
you're
just a straight,
rolling flat.
my straight flat roll plus 29 medicine.
She still has a knife up, she's still holding.
I don't know, do I take it or do I re-roll it? Don't look at me!
It's in the middle, But okay, I'm gonna re-roll it because this one I don't think I could use, and I wish somebody else had it.
You'll put it back in the deck.
I love that one.
I know. That's what I'm getting.
Use the scroll.
So, and I believe it was the hype train that I got this one
I
from.
didn't ask how big the room is.
So I'm going to
That would be
re-roll
perfect for
that.
this
This
situation.
guy's a good night sweeper.
Okay, that's so much better. Okay,
that
that is
was
that. Yeah, that's totally worth it. What is that? A 44 in like a medicine / persuasion with it.
44 is a regular success. So, as you take a quick look, you're not exactly thorough here. The situation doesn't really lend itself to a full inspection. But looking over Easy, he seems surprisingly all right.
Yeah.
It has been a few months he's been in this coma, and his legs are definitely a bit weak. But Reese is kind of as much holding him up as he's holding himself up.
Yeah.
But he looks largely physically okay, just very much weakened. She is going to dip down a step to enraged, passing over a threshold where she's clearly less immediately violent. And what? Is it even still him?
Well, that's not necessary. Well, if the body is still there, then there's still a possibility. Whatever is happening, we could figure that out later. We just do want to make sure that.
What you two did to this, it hasn't even been Martin for months. Not since I've met the two of you again. It's been something else entirely, like you are.
And that wasn't our fault.
Immediately, you see her tense back up again. She goes straight back to infuriated as you deny responsibility for the situation. And then whose fault could it possibly be? Every interaction that any of us have had with you has caused all of this. You've done it directly. Every time you do this insane ritual, disappear off to nowhere, and come back and things are worse again and again and again.
This all started with Lowls and Mellison. And you sat by and let it happen.
You see her fist tighten on his collar. Are you rolling something for this? You want to, it sounds intimidate. You want to go for how would I use society for mentioning these
We'll do
connections or
we'll do.
You don't have to right this second.
Yeah, no, I'll no, I won't roll right now. But
We all have to.
we all have to roll.
The misjudged Mellison, and you can see pushing this back on her is actually pretty effective. Like pointing out that she has had just as much of a driving role in this has really kind of thrown her off a bit. If you do want to roll on this, you will have a bonus.
Do it. What's your biggest step? Do it.
Low. I'll roll society.
Okay, you take a +4 as you point out that she is just as responsible as you are.
There you go. I have this is before the break from Magical Pony.
Magical Pony.
Magical Pony gave me in response, and in response is this terrible number 5 on the roll.
Is Magical Pony here today?
I wish. I could use a roll 12 on the die.
Much better, much better.
+4. My math skills have deteriorated.
Colby's pulling out the calculator.
37.
I know he's stressed. 37 will succeed due to the +4 that you got for pointing out her blame in this as well. And again, she's going to tip back down from infuriated to enraged. She's going to go back down a step again. I thought I understood what I was signing up for, what we were doing, what was possible. But the mistake I made was trusting you. You, specifically. And she looks very pointedly at Edelmay. You speak of medicine. You're just like her.
I'm nothing like her.
Everything you do is for your own benefit, and everyone around you is just a tool. Me, him, everybody but that one. And she points at MD. You don't care what happens to any of the rest of this group. She doesn't care what happens to you, or whatever you are. So she looks at Prototype.
I have new inroads on who or what I am, which you may find enlightening.
Oh, yes, okay. Sentient pile of rocks has something to add to the conversation. What have you learned then?
I am certainly a soul shard. I may be able to recreate or craft a certain way to get a soul into a vessel. As such, it may take time, but it is, I believe, possible.
You want to take this sounds crafting check to me?
Everybody looking at their highest score like, how can I...
That's how these work usually. It's like you want to try to, you want to figure out what you can use.
I would like to master the moment from Nebula over here. Look at me, gaming. This is increase your proficiency in a skill for 1d4 rounds.
Ooh!
Which, I don't know if these rounds, one round. Exactly this round.
For today.
For this
one moment.
check.
For this check,
For this check.
exactly. So I'm going to try that.
Please, guys.
Okay, so what are the odds
serious?
that I can use another hero point? Because that was different.
So
One was
you can
used
reroll.
for an ability.
No, absolutely. You use the
One
reroll.
was used for...
Like, the rule is you can't use a hero point to keep rerolling
What'd you
something.
roll?
If you use a power,
A
it's
2?
fine.
I rolled
You can't reroll it again
Six.
with a hero point.
Okay,
6,
so Nebula
5.
was doing a great on Master of the Moment, and then this is actually from Handsome Ganker. So Handsome Ganker is going to re-roll the moment. So hopefully we can get a little bit better than what we're
We've
doing.
actually got him here, so come on in, Hampton.
Okay,
like, what? I am?
I'd like to elect a proxy to do my role.
Did I miss an email?
Okay, much
That's
better.
really funny.
Okay, so that is going to be, that's a 9 on the die plus 31, 40, 42.
42 will succeed. You're going to go down from enraged to angry. And as she's still holding this, you think the solution to this, what I should do right now is to let you do something else to him. To put some other arcane doodad inside him and assume that you're going to fix it with that. You're her creation. What are you? Why are you even here helping her? Why do you care? She doesn't care about you. She hasn't even named you.
That's really not fair.
It is fair, as I am not currently named. But, at the moment at hand, I am a soul shard. I am sure of it.
And she
Now,
doesn't see you as anything more than that. Don't you all see that? That she just uses you for her own ends.
It's really not fair, Reese.
How? Then explain any of this.
We are all here of our own accord.
I don't deny that. I put my trust in you. And almost everyone I trusted at the beginning is gone now. Including him. As she shakes Martin, and the first time is he kind of like, I mean, no, he's definitely still in here. It's a lot to take in. It's kind of two minds at once is a whole lot of memories to sort through, and I have like a lot of memories actually of so many memories in here of my own that I'm really working on untangling them. Can we put this on pause for 5 minutes? And she, what the hell is this?
Can we please, everybody, just take a minute? Your feelings are valid, Reese. I understand, or I'll try to understand how you're feeling right now, but not 5 minutes ago, half of us were almost dead, and we just came out of a big fight, and we're all still in that fight or flight state. All of us. Can we take a minute to just get back into all of our breathe so that we're not still all feeling like we're in a fight? Or you know what I mean.
You're trying to roll something.
Yeah.
Where are you going for?
I think I want to... Can I go for survival?
I'll give you survival. I'll give you survival. Please, I almost died. I need a second.
Breathe.
Well, here we go.
He rolled the worst out of all of us.
I rolled
You did not.
a 2 and he did a 1, so we're actually getting
This
worse.
is why you have the blast.
Ah!
That was, I'm already forgetting. That was Nebula. Yeah.
I mean, solely
I'm going to go bigger dice this time.
What? Go big or go home. You have to leave. You don't roll good.
Okay, that's 10 times
I didn't
better.
see you pull that thing out. Where was that a second ago?
The comically large D20. That's how I know it's serious.
That'll be a 30.
A 30 is going to fail. A regular failure, she's not going to get any worse or better. She's still angry. She doesn't move down. The last thing I want to do right now is let a golem craft some sort of magic shard to try to pull a soul out of Martin. The second thing I want to do the least is let you all have time to plan whatever it is you're going to do next. I want an answer to this. You know what happened to him. You know what's in here. You said a name. What was it?
Kaklatath.
So then what is this and how did it happen?
I don't even really understand it 100% what or who
As soon as you
Kaklatath is, but
pawn this off as, I don't know. She goes back to enraged. I'm sick of it. Every time. I don't know. I don't know who this is. I don't know how this happened. That's the only answer you ever give me.
Reese, don't you get it? We don't know either. We don't know, okay? I wasn't even there when we signed up for Melisson and for the cult and for Lowls. You're the one who was there. That wasn't me. It was Adelme.
What? Last I heard, that was the name you were going by, wasn't it? Aren't you little Adelme again?
No, because I don't want to be that. Because I don't want to be that. Because I don't think that's what I'm like. I don't think that's what I've been like since we woke up in the asylum.
Then,
Is that what you think I'm like?
frankly, at this point, I don't bloody care. I just want to know how to fix this. Are you trying to go for something here? You
Yeah, I don't know though.
pleading like
Any ideas?
Society?
generic pleadings of solid diplomacy?
Oh, yeah.
I could do society. The diplomacy isn't
I
bad.
give you
but-
society because again you're talking about your the cult from before and like saying about
Good,
Melissa,
good,
and I
good.
give you society for that if
Good.
you want to.
Oh, I could use cult lore. Does
I would
that bring the
absolutely give you
DC
cult
down?
lore. 100%.
That's how that works, right?
Yes, the
Okay.
DC will be lower freezing because specific lore is always lower than DC.
Legally, we're not culpable for this. Can I use legal lore?
Yes? Right?
Loves it when you say it's not your fault.
You did better than him.
It's a 3!
God!
What's happening?
You rolled every number from 1 to 5.
Okay.
I think my first number was a 6.
On the street, you did beat expectations.
I'm gonna use thank you to Nebula 315.
Thank you, Nebula.
Been a while.
Been a
Here I go.
while.
I don't need that. Not as much as I need a higher roll on this.
Go.
You know, it's the largest of the single-digit numbers.
Good, alright.
But you said the DC's
You
lower.
shooting for a cult
We
lore,
all
DC.
heard him say that the
You're
DC is
shooting for
lower.
a cult lore DC, that's good.
32?
32 would exactly be the DC for using a lore skill, yes.
Wow.
With
job.
that,
Oh, sorry.
you're gonna bring her back down to angry. I have to deal with all Melison's thoughts and memories being inside my head for the rest of my life. So I know what she thought. I know how she saw us. What she thought of you and me and him and everyone else we work with back in Thrushmore, I do. And truly right now, it's hard for me to believe that you're any different. We are in the second round here. You can all take a second attempt, but you're going to need to attempt a different tack.
God.
She's calmed down some. She's gone from infuriated down to angry, but none of you can use the same skill that you used the first time to continue to try to talk her down. This will also be your last roll each.
How much is the
How
DC?
far
go
away
down?
is she from
She's
okay?
currently angry. She was infuriated. She got down to it. You played through the infuriated and rage and down to angry.
No more enraging on play.
Okay.
Oh, that's a hard ass.
That's a
Yeah,
hard
but
ass.
315, so solely, I got you.
Oh, thank you.
Angry.
Thanks, bestie. Self-serve.
Self-serve. Can we
Transfer life.
just
in case she takes a swing at me.
Reese? I'm gonna put my hands up and then make a deliberate motion to show I'm disarming myself. Like every piece of armor that comes off quickly. I just want to talk. We just need to talk. If you kill Easy now, Martin now, we'll never get the real one back. That'll be it. That'll be done, and you will regret it.
As you disarm yourself, these two knives are still kind of revolving behind you. See that she's like levitating, sag a little bit. They're still there. They slow. Their tips pointing a little more downward. What are you going for?
Honestly, just regular. I'm good at not talking. I'm just trying to appeal to whatever friendship we built up. I'm just trying to appeal to her. So that's going to be regular diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not athletics? Or...
I wish it was aiming for a time to dive in.
Can you flex real quick while you're saying it?
So, I just want to talk. We just need to talk. 13.
Double digits.
Double digits. 32.
On diplomacy, that's a regular failure. We're still angry. That's what we're doing, isn't it? We're talking. There's no reason for me to believe that staying here, that leaving him with you, has any chance to make him better. It's only gotten worse. If we had, by the gods, he wanted to, if we had just left, instead of following you all the way down to Casimir, if him and I had taken our leave, we'd both be fine. He'd be awake, he'd be alive, he'd be mostly Martin.
And I wish you would have. I wish you would have left the first one when it happened so he wouldn't have to suffer through this.
We finally agree on something, at least.
That's my regret.
Is that it? Do you have anything to say? No explanations, no solutions. Staring at your own feet.
If you are looking for violence, prototype like straight on. MD's right next to her, unarmed. Great idea. Honestly, like straight across the face.
Just punch.
Punches just right in. I'm going for like, she loves, MD has done a lot of stuff. And so we're just going for like maybe it's just satisfying for her to see someone else punch MD. Just to take a little bit of a breather, Change the direction.
You want to roll athletics? Go for it.
I'm getting the whole like dad from Mr. Deeds vibe where like the kid laughs whenever the dad gets hurt. You guys know what I'm talking about in the movie?
Ah! Okay.
What?
She really wanted to punch me.
Okay, yeah. 18 on the die.
Oh, you punched the hell out of
I mean,
The 16 makes her
he
happy.
is not looking at me at all. So 18 plus 26 equals 44.
44 is, at her current state, a critical success. So she's going to go from angry down to livid down to aggravated.
Reese liked that.
She will
She's going to
regret
watch
Reese
you
will remember that.
punch the hell out of MD. And you see this littlest bit of a smirk on the corner of her mouth.
Would you like me to repeat?
I wouldn't.
That's okay.
What is wrong with your bloody robot?
I actually don't really know.
You should have told her a joke.
Of course you don't. Look. Whether or not you're worthy of being trusted at this point is largely secondary. Following you, following what you all have said, following your plan, has done nothing but lead to ruin. It's by pure luck that I've escaped this same fate. I've seen what it's like on the other side of what you all go to, that dream, wherever that takes you. It's a miracle any of us came back alive. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm gonna stop you from doing it to him.
Might I interrupt? It's funny how fate keeps coming up in these things. You do keep bringing this up. We have been selected in this timeline that something's different. We have gone on far more successful.
Selected by what? In what time? What does that even mean?
Well, not everything's been explained to you, but I promise you there's a lot going on.
Well, clearly I understand that much at least.
Right.
But
Might I add, so far, we need to check on his vitals. And secondarily, I don't think this is supposed to happen, whatever you are wanting to do. I would like to use Aeons lore, as I'm bringing time involved.
Oh!
Aeons lore.
You know, as I'm like, this is, you know...
This isn't supposed to happen, actually. You're doing it wrong.
I don't believe so.
Historically, something women would love to hear in an argument.
You're overreacting.
Is, may I interrupt you?
I'd like to interrupt and explain to you.
Not only are you wrong, but fundamentally.
That's something I'm going to give you bonuses to this, other than, I mean, the DC is a little lower because it's a large scale, so give me an
It's
Aeons
still a
lore.
plus 23.
Okay.
That's what my cult was at.
She's overreacting.
I gotta use the last one! This is so bad! Hey guys, guess what? I finally rolled a natural 4, which I think solidifies the 1 through 5.
Arcadis says,
a
let
lot
me
better than
time
what it
display
looks
this.
like.
Nebula, thank you. Nebula's the one that gave us all the ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nebula, you're the best.
Burning through these.
Should I roll a different die? I've been rolling this one. It
Should
only rolled.
probably roll a different die.
Your heart tells you that.
Nope. No.
Though speaking of timelines,
I really tried.
it's a fixed point.
It's a fixed point.
It's another 4.
Fixed point of time.
You know what? Maybe this is supposed to actually happen.
Your
I don't
other
really know.
thing, your other thing.
So what's you told
My
me?
other thing.
Reroll again.
It's been months. Are we
So
complete?
no, you can only hero point at once. If you want to use your timeline thing,
100%.
which
Speaking of-
Which working with?
rules is written. There's a thing called the fortune trait. I don't think a meta mechanic. We don't have hero points with the fortune trait. Hero points are an out of game mechanic. So you can use a hero point and then use a class mechanic that lets you reroll. You can do
Right,
that.
yes.
So you can use your once per day.
I'm gonna find it and
Auto
rerun.
skimmer reroll.
Yes.
You get a third 4.
Yes.
You roll another 4.
Should I grab a different die?
Don't ask us that.
The most,
I think you're right. No.
Talk to the dice.
This,
to the die, talk to
you,
the
die. It's been a while.
this is your time. We brought you into this moment right now. Okay. It's still, I think, bad.
The largest of the single-digit numbers.
It's the German word for no. Okay, 32, but with Eugene lore.
I need the same thing I'm told.
It's the same thing you told.
32 is the DC for using a lore skill. She's gonna go from aggravated down to fuming. And she's passing another breakpoint
Here's
here.
another.
At this point, what in the bloody hell are you? Does this even mean? Fine. You know what? It's not him anyway. Do what you will. And the 2 knives behind Easy just kind of clatter onto the ground. And she lets go of his collar and just shoves him back towards MD. And Easy completely loses his footing and just stumbles backwards straight into you. But she still stands there, knife in her hand, just staring down. Fine. You will with him. But I'm done. I'm through with this. I don't know what this has become, what you've been told, what you see or think that you've seen. My goal is the same as it always was. And I want to fix this the way that we should have in the first place. I don't know how. I've followed you far enough. I'm going to find Carcosa. None of this will matter. Type 1337 to Reggie, the next time splaining. Take a hero point.
Totally gonna. That's a good shirt. That's a good merch.
Still?
Times the man's
Matt.
name.
There are
Watch out.
two of you that haven't gone. If you still wish to attempt to talk her down further, you can. But at this point, the ball is in your court. You have Kaklatath / Easy. Reese looks fairly well defeated.
I go and check his vitals and do what I was, sit him down and
You
everything.
have one person left, right?
Two.
I really don't want to make things worse. Are we fairly sure right now that, like, based on what we've heard and kind of seen, are we fairly sure that this is Kaklatath in?
This is pretty apparent. This is Kaklatath. Right when he had awoken, he had said, "Hey, it worked. I'm in a new body," or something
Oh,
to
right.
that effect. It's pretty bang on.
My Kaklatath coded.
And as you bend down to look over Easy,
Mhm.
Kaklatath,
Yep.
we'll decide what we're calling him here in a moment.
Cackle is
Kinda-
You know,
Kind of looks at you. Wow, his legs, they really just don't work great, do they? And I feel like this guy's these legs feel worse than the last one. And I was in, and she was 92.
breathe
Oh,
a little bit.
who is the crazy lady? Why does he like her so much? Why am I so viscerally attracted to her?
That's why.
She's insane.
I have an idea.
Am I into that? He feels like he likes that.
I think you just might be just into it. That's okay. No shame here.
Marius gets where Reese is coming from, or going to, and does kind of think that, like, it makes sense for her to cut her losses and go. At least that means no more harm for anybody. And maybe if we can get Reese back, we can. And he just doesn't want to cause the tensions to get any worse. So I want to use stealth to not talk.
We did it!
The most powerful thing Marius can do
Slide
is
into the
not
background.
participate.
Auto success.
Alright, that's an 11 plus
His highest roll.
That's so good.
plus 27 for 38.
That's so good, dude. That's so good.
See, they're not making it worse.
Well, it just disappears.
Look, I'm sorry for what I said, what this does to me. Some part of me means it. But whether or not you deserve it, I certainly can't be sure. I can't be sure. You certainly didn't deserve to hear it like that. I don't know what's caused any of this, obviously, and if you don't either, so be it. But that's all the more reason for me to give up on this particular line of investigation.
I'm really sorry. I know that we've really screwed everything up. And I get it, because I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated too, because it just seems like whatever we try to do to fix it doesn't make it any better. And
No, it bloody well doesn't. Look,
if I, like, me, had been here when those things were happening, I'd like to say that I would choose something different, but the fact of the matter is that none of us knew that this is what was going to happen. Because nobody would have chosen this.
I do. And the you that I knew did too. That's the only thing that leads us to where we are. Decisions. Who we chose to throw our lots with, what path we chose to walk. I'm just realizing now. I picked the wrong one. I can't go back. At least I can get off of it. You what? Try to roll anything?
You were right, every time that you talked about how inevitable it all feels, you're right. Because that's what we figured out, is that it is inevitable. And it has been happening over and over again, and that's not your fault, and there's nothing that we could have done about it. Because even if we chose differently, it would have just happened again.
Then I suppose it doesn't matter what we do. Is that it? None of our choices matter. We'll always end up in the same place. Maybe that's true.
I think, that rather it doesn't matter so much what we did. Because we have evidently already failed hundreds and thousands of times, but in spite of that, we still get another try.
Do you want to try to...
Occultism?
I need to... We're going timey-wimey here.
15 on the die. Thank you. I'm back in it. Plus 31 to occultism. That's a 46.
46 will critically succeed.
Thank you.
Fuming.
Thank you.
So you briefly pass through exasperated. And finally... Alright. What do we do?
Well, I truly don't know how Kaklatath got into Easy, so I guess the first thing we do is ask him or her.
And he kind of shakes his head. Yeah, it's a slightly confusing one, I suppose. That's like a big sticking point for most of you mortals, isn't it? Anyway.
As I was checking the vitals and stuff like that, as I'm hearing them talk about Easy and Kaklatath, this is Kaklatath is the one responding to this, right?
I mean, it's easy.
Oh, it's Easy.
Easy talking.
It's Easy talking. Okay.
It's
So I'm trying to figure out, like, you know how it's like your favorite word is your name, so like your blood pressure, like your blood actually shoots up. You actually get a jolt of excitement. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So like I'm trying to figure out, like,
your brain that literally triggers.
It actually
funny.
triggers. And so like as that was happening,
Not how I would describe that, but I get where we're going.
You get what I'm saying? Some people.
No, I get it.
And so as I'm checking whatever, I'm roughly thinking this guy's fine, but at the same time, or girl, I don't know who's in there. But I'm trying to notice what Easy is clinging to, and what
He lights up equally to both.
Okay.
So he mentions the word Easy and Kaklatath. Both are hitting with equal amounts of recognition. But Reese waves her hands and waves a hand, and the knives off the floor just swirl around and slide back into her belt. And she sees the other one that she has. And just kind of looks down at Easy. There's just sort of look across the party on the ground now, like, yeah, I mean, I feel fine, other than the fact that, again, you're very surprisingly weak body. It seems like it should be average, healthy man, but hey, this guy can barely walk. This is going to take a little bit of getting used to. Do you have a wheelchair normally? Is that what it is? Because like these legs do not.
I don't think we have a. Do we have a wheelchair on standby?
Oh, well, he didn't. How did his legs get like this? What do you do? Carry him? Me? Us?
Yes.
Okay. I think I have everything sorted out now. This sorry, it took me a second. It's the new body process is a lot. It's not okay. Let me make this clear. Maybe this will help. Very angry knife lady, whose name is Reese.
I would remember that one. She's going to be pretty angry at the fact that you don't remember her name.
No, it's in there. It's just, again, I'm kind of having to reference
Right.
two different indexes here. I'm not possessing your boyfriend. I am him. This is a different thing. He's in here too. This is it's not the same. I'm not a ghost. This isn't like a spiritual kind of. I'm not puppeting him. We're sharing the brain. So I've got part of why I sound like this is because I mean you guys probably talked to me before I got here, and this isn't at all like the cadence and the vocabulary. It's all different. It's because it's processing through that same meat. So this is still pretty much easy, but it's also with all of the Kaklatath knowledge and memories. That makes sense. So you can kind of look at this like this is a good thing, right? This is objectively a positive. I'm here. I got out of that incredibly ancient dying body, and now I can I know where Neruzavin is. I can just get us there, and the road ahead of us seems like it's clear. And then I really want to say that's courage, and does that mean something? Are you guys?
That means a lot.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's
feels,
just like a really strong trigger just lit up after that to just say that.
Yeah, that
Felt good.
It was stronger than your name.
Felt great, actually.
it made me feel great too. Good job.
So if you're still easy, why? Like you sound like easy, but you're not talking from his perspective.
Well, again, it's the easiest way that I've found. Look, it doesn't seem the
Oh.
it doesn't seem particularly prudent. This is the exact moment to go with like I. It feels weird to use first person. Given them very clearly indicates a recent situation. Am I making it worse? Is this a bad idea? Should I just say like me and I? Is that easier?
I'm
Basically, just I can bloody hear you. You're like 5 feet away. Right. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, what's best? What are we going with? What are we calling me? We can hammer that one out, and then everything will be a lot smoother, right?
You're the only one who could possibly know which one we should call you.
Just kind of looks.
The body
Let's
of
flick the
Reese.
Reese a couple of times.
the body of
Reese,
Easy.
I think Reese, whatever makes her more comfortable with all of this.
Reese wants what's true, right?
You're finally starting to understand my perspective, at least a little bit. Yeah, call yourself what you are. Don't pretend to be something you aren't. All right. Okay. Well, then we'll just go with that. Just keep it how it is. I mean, again, it's nothing against this easy Martin. Did he have 2 names?
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing against that guy, but if there's like 30 years of Martin Easy in here and like 3 million Kaklatath, so it's kind of like the scale's a little different. It's I would tell you right now, it is really hard for me to tell how long ago stuff was. Stuff that this guy would have experienced when he was traveling with him, right? Because I have there's 2 like indexes, 2 sets of memories, and they're in parallel. So things that were a million years ago feel to me the same amount of time in the past as if it was 10 years ago to you guys, because it's kind of the same. Does that make sense? It's hard to explain.
It does
No.
make sense. It's a percent. So the good news is, somewhat, we can see positive here. Easy is in there.
Yeah.
I feel like we've gone through crazier things.
See, we're
to
getting
where
places.
There's a way to possibly solve this at one point. Again, time might present itself. A situation might come up.
If Easy's really in there, then we do have +1 from courage.
That's true.
I don't know what that means, but I can tell you. All right, so that is great.
No, AJ, the other man inside you does know what that means.
Okay, so here's the bad news. He's, I guess, not here right now is probably the best way to say it. I were to swap out of this body, he would just be unconscious, is what it seems like. He's, very asleep.
The same situation he was in before.
Sure.
That's why
Let's go with that.
That's why he wasn't walking a lot.
Yeah.
Everything's coming together now. That makes a lot of sense. But
Yeah.
all right. So how long has he been asleep for?
About 2 months, 3 days, and 47 minutes.
Longer
Am I
than
right?
I have been here.
Was Brett right on that?
I don't know.
That's okay. Yep. That's the
Pretty accurate.
atrophied legs is starting. There's logic. All right. Fair enough. Bedridden, sleeping, unconscious. He's a very, very tired guy. It seems. Kind of feel that energy. All right. Anyway. So
you know where to go.
well, yeah. I was there in the first place. I was there when it happened.
I'm glad. I'm gonna be quiet, actually. I feel like there's emotions could still get pretty high, but I'm glad you're here.
Roll stealth.
Yes.
Where's Marius?
This point,
Where's
Rishi literally turns away from this and just kneels back down to all the things that she had packed up and starts kind of fiddling with backpacks, packages.
So,
Okay. This whole thing.
no.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, great.
Right, so
Okay, again, this is really like I know this is like repetition here, but like that really hurts that she's clearly very mad at me specifically because again, I'm easy in here. I feel it. He doesn't like that at all.
dig in your little memory thing. You'll find the time where she almost killed Easy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
We actually like 30 seconds ago too.
Yeah.
But so this clearly is a recurring thing with them.
Mhm.
But,
Yep. Stay on her good side.
all right, so
It is a pleasure to meet you, Easy, or also happy that, well, yes, and I am pleased that you have found a new body. That
Yeah.
was depressing.
honestly, me too. That one was falling apart, and this one can't walk great. But I mean, we'll fix that. That'll be fine. So, Neruzavin, right?
Yes. How do we get there?
Great question. Answer is walk a lot. So
That's good for you right now.
How much time would it take for him to get his legs trained enough to walk?
he can stand. I can stand him up. It's not. It's. She's okay. It wasn't ready. It was a good situation.
Pick him
I
up.
just-
Pick him up, hold him, take a step back, and let go.
Yeah, at least just gotta buckle. All right, give me a minute. So, how about
Honestly, a
cameras?
couple hours. It's really more of a mental thing than as a physical muscle
So
thing.
you help him with that.
Yeah.
We need to take some time to get ready.
Okay, so two problems. Problem one, pretty far. Unless something has happened in the last couple 100,000 years, which is possible, a lot of stuff happens in surprisingly short time frames like that. There's not going to be like a road or anything. There's a real big desert,
Mm-hmm.
Casmaron. I know what that is. Huge desert. You guys probably called it something, probably different than the name that I would know. But coming in from the outside, we're looking at probably like a 2 weeks maybe journey to Neruzavin. It's kind of a featureless, unlivable expanse. It's very dry, very hot. I mean, not even just because it's a desert, but I mean, like on the scale of deserts, it's really dry, really hot. And then the Indian body, okay, my normal one, that's not in the world. We aren't as moisture dependent as you guys. You guys are kind of little water bags, right? So like, you don't hold up well to that. Well, I don't know about you and honestly, any of you, but maybe things have changed since then. Again, it's amazing how much things can morph in just a couple 100,000 years.
I got a decanter of endless water.
That's good. It's a good start.
Mm-hmm.
But you're probably going to want... The wagon's not really going to work, but seriously, like camels or...
Yeah.
As they're
Good place to get
chatting MD and
Camel
Kaklatath,
store.
I'm going to sidle over the most suave over here. And I'm going to sidle up over to next to Edelmay and nudge her a little bit and look down. Nudging is huge height difference.
That's the side of her head.
Oh my gosh.
You basically kick her.
Yeah, it's like that or kick are the two options.
I'm on the ground.
I so the whole head swivels down. Have you chosen a different name? Are you now Kim?
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that now.
Why do you think so?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really feel like that was an option for a while. Like, you weren't there, but when we got our memories back, the mad poet, he talked about us like we weren't even people.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
this is a private conversation.
yeah, well, okay.
He talked about us like we were like we weren't even people. And I get that it's different, okay, that we're like echoes and then also Carcossans now. But like I just kind of felt like it was either be Edelme or just be like nothing. Like a ghost.
So why did you choose Kenny?
Because I feel like that's who I am. And I really got to feeling like Cammy was a mistake. Right? Like Edelmay's the main one. The one I'm supposed to remember that I am. The only one that's like a real person. But the reality is that actually Edelmay is 1 in a million. And I don't like her. Actually. I don't like her. And if this is supposed to be the right try, like the good one, and it's different for whatever reasons that are, and I know that one of those reasons is obviously because we have Reginald and he's doing all that stuff with time, but I'd like to think that maybe one of the reasons is that I'm Cammy.
I felt a similar feeling when I heard I was supposed to be Ariadna. But as I move forward, I think I might choose to be Ariadne. It feels better. So it is nice to meet you, Kenny. And she'll stick out a hand, stone hand.
It's nice to meet you, Ariadna. And Cammy will reach out and like shake her hand. And she's feeling really emotional, and she'll be like, "Actually, I'm just gonna like, is that okay? Okay."
And Prototype like reaches her hands out, and she can reach around.
You know, I actually really like you. Edelman thought that you were stupid, but I really like you.
Oh, cool! We all picked names. This is an exciting moment. So, just couple of things. It's actually that's you're partially right. Actually, believe it or not. I don't know. Not that it was like joking or anything what you said. As you're very, very serious, but
it was a pretty serious.
But
moment.
I mean, the whole Cammy Edelmaid thing. If you're using that the way that I think you are, is actually a large part of what makes this seem like a little bit different because you literally aren't. Well, kind of, but not entirely Edelmaid. You're okay. So. Nobody's just people, right? You get the concept of like the cycle of souls and the river, and you know.
You are ruining our moment with your logistics.
See, I like really like her.
Okay, I can see that. Fair enough. So I'll.
Time's planning, am I right?
Kind of just kind of looks around. We appear to just kind of be one
Oh my gosh!
little room. Though, so reminder, I don't know exactly where we are or where to go from here, but I could give you some privacy. There's one door. Is that that's
Kaklatath. My Kaklatath. Tesh.
Path?
Path.
I mean, really, whatever works. I'm far less hung up on names than you guys seem to be.
Kathy.
You can really just call me whatever. Cac's fine.
Kathy? Did you say Kathy?
I said
Kathy,
Kathy.
do great.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Ariadna.
Ariadna. Gary's like back in her. Yeah.
And I'm Marius, the Gildorf Ranger.
Oh, there he is.
Oh God, where'd he go?
So
This is gonna be a really interesting one, that's for sure.
right.
Okay, so yes, we have Reginald. Yes, you are not entirely Aelme, and that's honestly a pretty big deal for this. But whatever you did, whatever amount of time it was to you ago that you have experienced, and I'm pretty sure it's still these same fragments. The Tatterman's gone. That's like not a thing anymore. It's not. You didn't kill him. You didn't send him back to Lang. He's gone. That's woo! Doesn't exist anymore.
Marius.
Yes.
That's a proof of concept, is what it is. The system works with you guys and that dude, and probably you and
Ariadne.
You're doing great.
I'm not gonna say it, but that's
Why?
right. So the thing about Ariadne specifically, let's pivot this. So now that we know this works, okay? We have another step we need to do. This is related, tangent to that. Do you guys know where Lowls is in this timeline?
It's true.
Neruzavin.
Oh, that's a really sore subject. Talking about names.
That's why you guys want to go to Neruzavin?
We're gonna
We gotta stop
kill him.
Lowls.
Oh, we're gonna stop him.
Lowls is in Neruzavin in this timeline?
Probably he was
Or
on his
going
way.
that way.
I mean, I guess we
Yes.
don't know that like for certain.
The last thing we know
Okay,
is...
well, this is like urgent then. We've got. And he tries to stand up and just immediately his knee buckles.
Yeah, we need to
Falls on the
take a
floor
day.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We need to get provisions and camels. I guess.
And
And also you need nutrients. Gotta get protein, high protein.
Let me explain. Okay, let me give you a base level of
Jerky.
what we're dealing with here. There is a being out there, and you kind of just notice out of the corner of your eye, Reese has picked up a couple of things and opened the door out of the room, and just quickly kind of stops and is back. I'm not leaving, but like you said, we need provisions. We're back. I've made connections here. I'll organize things.
well, wait, Reese. Actually, we can handle that. I think that maybe if you are if he's gonna come with us, then maybe you guys should have some time to kind of sort out.
Well, it sounds like we're going to have a long enough journey for plenty of that. But I appreciate whatever this is, that we've all got our parts to play. I don't really even understand what's going on, so I can at least hire some camels and provisions for the trip.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Be
And
safe.
your choice. Alright, weird. Anyway, so...
By the way, this whole time I'm like weirdly like studying Easy's character, figuring out what he needs. I'm like also like going to my notepad and like going back to like what he needs to do for
seems like
almost
really
for physical therapy. Like I'm writing a
unbothered by
program.
Whatever, like, it's
Yeah, and it's
just while he's talking,
and I'm like this.
Right,
Yeah, exactly. Right. All of that is happening. Yes. Pulling his arms out and just testing.
You okay?
Yeah.
Tap his knee.
Yeah. Yes.
So there is a being out there. There is a creature of pretty much unfathomable power. And it's currently dead, and that's great for the entire cosmos and fundamental basis of reality, right? It needs to stay that way. The thing is, it's waking up. It started waking up a while ago when I was here in the first place. And that was the alarm that I raised. I stopped that. You're welcome. You still have a planet. And there's a reality still exists, so we're good there.
Thanks.
But however many tens or hundreds of thousands of years it's been since then, this is the first time it's really started to take hold again. Alright, it is a name that had literally disappeared from the lexicon. Like it had been a lot of effort had been put into scrubbing every single book that even had it written down.
We know it.
I know you know it, and that's part of the problem. But so does Lowls. Okay, you get this. Lowls is the first person in millennia to actively be called if he gets to that thing's body and it wakes up, no more planning.
Well, who told Lowls?
I don't know. Who told you?
Well,
Everybody points at Marius.
2 fingers and Prototype's head just turns.
I thought that we heard a voice. I don't remember.
Not me.
You.
Wait, if he's heard it, then
Hurt, not heard it.
heard. If he's heard it, then when you go into your timey place, would you not see a tail leading directly to Lowls?
Do I ever notice anything like that whenever I'm on?
One long extension cord.
This
You
guy's
guys can
gonna
just follow this. Like,
Weirdly, yeah, no, no.
so funny.
It's. I think it's more of a proximity thing. I don't. Again, I don't have a full understanding of all of it either. I'm just.
I don't know. I mean, I know that the right, that place doesn't exist anymore.
He could have also got the information from somewhere else somehow.
There was a lab once, a time lab, where they were studying this, but I don't think that planet exists anymore. They
What kind of lab?
a time lab, like, you know, there's a like a science. How do I explain this in your level of technological understanding? So
like an
imagine,
alchemist and a clockworker together.
Sure, man. Okay, so imagine like a potion, but instead of a potion, it's time and the concept of reality. And they had a laboratory where they studied, you know, how the potion guy, alchemist, mixes potions together and it makes a different potion. Yeah, same with fluctuations in time and how they interact. And they,
I don't get it.
yeah, it's a little bit beyond your technology level. You guys aren't even know electricity,
You can
so
just calm
like
down.
it's.
But what?
Don't worry about it. It's.
Does that
Oh,
sound
wait a
at all
minute, don't we have
familiar
that?
to me?
I don't know. Does it?
Perhaps from a vision?
I don't know. Does it? Because that'd be interesting.
Never mind. I guess I thought I knew where you were going, man.
Right. So,
Maybe had all those visions about a lab.
Uh huh. Are you saying any of this, or are you asking me?
Asking if it sounds familiar to
I
me.
don't know. I can't tell you what
Sounds
sounds familiar to you.
Recall knowledge. It's advertised
Recall
as sound.
knowledge! That's a mechanic.
If you think it sounds familiar, you can say something.
Oh.
But like, I mean, I can't tell you what sounds familiar to you. It's a very vague description that Kaklatath is giving here.
Technically, asking if it sounds familiar means it does sound familiar.
That tells
so
me
it's
that it
enough
sounds
you're-
familiar to you. It tells you you can.
Never mind, I guess. I guess should just be kind of musing to herself, trying to recall that vision.
But that's the indicator ignore that. All right, so things we can't do. Time lab plan's gone. Things we can't do. Call the fleet. I don't have a beacon. So kind of falls to us at this point.
find Lowls.
Yes, that's
And
the one.
stop
If he's
him.
in Neruzavin, we catch up to him. And then, you know, somewhat conveniently, we also, the reason I thought we were going to Neruzavin, I didn't know that was Lowls, was I kind of, with, you guys are so effective, you know, everything, you got rid of the Tatterman, you got this guy, and she points at Reginald, all this stuff, I figured you already took care of Lowls or something. This is,
We've tried. Can't catch up to him.
that's the case in a lot of timelines, yeah, it's surprising how often that works, because he doesn't seem to be very particularly good at anything, but yet it works anyway. I don't really know why, but that is actually almost every timeline. I don't know. I thought that was one of the things that we did right here.
That's what baffles me every time. He's an idiot of a man, but yet he gets.
It's
don't
the
know.
idea if you surround yourself with people who are smarter and more successful than you can achieve anything.
Like the mad poet. So, you know, he's got a pretty good network.
Yeah, but you would think with the trail that he's leaving that nobody else he would be able to contact or use any. It's just. You would think he'd be burning bridges.
If it makes you feel any
He's
better,
burning bridges.
if it makes you feel any better, he's ahead of you in pretty much every timeline I've ever seen. So,
That makes me feel worse.
I don't know why or how it happens. I mean, I've seen you guys kill like demon lords. I've seen you fight a kaiju. Yet Lowls is ahead of you like every time.
Sounds awesome.
There's a lot of timeline variety. It's been. I mean, none of these worked. I mean, some of them mostly worked, but
Right. So how many out of territory? Like he got here, he got to the city before we did, but what time frame? Because we talked to the people.
fairly short period of time. He was here in like the weeks before you were. So
Okay.
1 to 2.
All right. So he's
You are by definitely the closest you've been behind him. You are closing the gap as you pursue him.
all right. So we do rehabilitation on the road. He's only like a week, maybe a week and a half ahead.
Yeah,
of
we
us.
can figure this out. If Reese went to go get camels and stuff, then we just are we close? Are we by?
Well,
Casmaron?
Are you hungry?
Can we draw a map maybe of like
Survival guy.
Yeah, I mean, if you know roughly where we're going, maybe this worst case scenario, we should have a map of where we're trying to go.
It's not particularly difficult for the group of you to either find a map or draw where you are, or indicate where on Galarian this is. And much to Kaklatath's amusement and your good fate, this is literally on the edge of an enormous desert known as the Parchlands. Akano is actually kind of the last major settlement on the way into where the desert just starts to become completely uninhabitable south of Kadira. It crosses the border into a desert hundreds and hundreds of miles across. It is truly and absolutely massive. And it is pretty much completely and utterly uninhabited. It's basically like totally unlivable. If anyone wants to roll me a nature or a survival check to see what you may know about this featureless expanse before we head into both it and our mid-show break, feel free.
Marcus.
The best he's rolled all stream.
Yeah, it's so great.
great.
That's a 13 on the die
There's no
for
pressure at all.
33.
The 33, you would know that it is pretty much what I told you. You know there's a huge desert. You know it's hundreds of miles long. It's like the southern end of Kadira doesn't really have a hard border. It just kind of turns into
Big and hot.
uninhabitable sand. You would know that it's this renowned feature of it. It's called the Parchlands for a reason. Like truly, it is like 99th percentile of dryness on deserts. It's rough out there. Anybody else?
I'm making a high protein smoothie to make sure that his recovery is getting better while I'm listening to all these things. Just to make, because I don't want him to
blending a milkshake.
I don't want to.
From whence does it come?
I don't want him to be chewing anything just in case of how long he's been sitting for a
Oh
while.
man.
So I
Oh,
must
Man.
I must
Oh,
ask the
man.
obvious questions of like, there's no going around it.
It's huge.
Neruzavin's kind of in the middle of it.
Okay.
When I say hundreds of miles, that's where Neruzavin is relative to the border of the desert.
Why can't I have
So,
this map? I would love to have a map like this.
It's very deep in. So this is, if you've ever seen the map of the Undersea region, it's probably the map of Galarian that you know the most about. Prior to second edition, it was really the only map that there was. There's like Taldor and Kadira on the side.
Whoa.
That's Avestan. That's a continent. The Inner Sea region, largely. To the east of that is Casmaron. That is a separate continent, and it is mostly featureless deserts, at least on that border. That's why there's a continental divide there, is because it's almost impossible to trek anywhere but like the coastlines between the two. And you're going into the middle of this giant void.
So
of yellow.
where you were just circling?
Oh, that's where we're going?
That's where we are.
Kano's like on the edge of an island here. I
Yeah.
guess on Sunspine, kind of near the edge. But what I guess is now called the Miraz Desert in 2E, but I guess the Parchlands is the whole region.
Okay.
But that giant
Is
block.
this on stream?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
cool map. that
Cool map.
exists.
Cool map, who this?
We've traveled a long ways.
And so we're basically going to where
Take
it
it.
says Miraz Desert.
Pretty much, yeah. There's a reason that nobody has found this place in forever, is because it's in the middle of a
The no-no
dead
zone.
expanse. It's like if they just plopped in the center of the Sahara, but the
you say
Sahara
the
was
no-no
3
zone?
times as big.
Yeah.
Do you want to go there?
This is
Nope.
this is like a
Oh.
continental desert. Huge.
Do we have Do we have airships in this world? Are those invented yet? Have we heard of those
Very
before?
fringe.
They're fringe. Yeah.
What? I don't know
Wait.
what English words you just said. Fairy fringe?
Very-
Close.
We know about airships.
Yeah, we do.
That's true.
Yeah.
You specifically have been on an airship, actually.
We've also destroyed one.
You want to take several months to invent that technology? We can try.
Wait, didn't we go? Oh, we went to the moon
Theoretically, if we can go travel fast enough after inventing it, we could still make up
Aeons
the time.
goes on another multi-month break to build an airship.
The desert does get traversed occasionally and rarely. Again, it is largely like camels because most of southern Qadira is also desert. So camels are just the mode of transportation like horses are up in Taldor. They're just the efficient work animal to ride around. And indeed, while you were mapping this journey and showing Kaklatath where you were, as Kaklatath helped tell you where your destination would be, pinpoint on a map, she cannot so much. It is more guide. She doesn't know exactly where pin drop on a map 100,000 years later Neruzavin is going to be. But as you travel through the desert, she will be able to direct you as you make your way there. She can give you a vague, like there-ish probably, but this is an area hundreds of miles across. By the time you've tried this all out,
Okay.
Reese has returned with some things in order. Basic supplies, food, water, enough camels for all of you. It is going to be pretty unpleasant and grueling journey.
Kathy, I have a workout regimen for you.
It's catching on.
Leg day is going to be leg day. Okay, Kathy's feature for a while here.
It's happening.
But I will tell you before we go on break, the one warning that was given to Reese as she basically bought these camels, because you've really got no intent to return in the near future. If you're going out into the parched lands, it's not just the dry you have to worry about, it's the hot. The dryness lends itself to what feels to many travelers like a nearly supernatural level of heat. Very frequently in the 120s, possibly low 130s, as you make your week-long journey across the sands. And we're going to take a midstream break real quick. You can let that one sink in. That is enough that if you do not have any way to prepare for it or make any plans or take any precautions, you will all be fatigued just by the heat. And beyond that, you will not be traveling at full strength. Functionally, when you rest at night, when it gets cooler, freezing even, your overnight sleep will heal you of the functional damage that you are taking from the heat during the day. So if something happens, we're going to have a quick jaunt around a circle to see about how much health everyone is missing from heat exhaustion.
Yay.
Maybe you guys got some magic, maybe you guys got some spare change for fun potions, maybe you are a desert fox and just don't care about this at all, but...
I have a shade hat.
Big fluffy hat. Solved it.
we're going to take our midstream break. We're going to stand up, stretch our legs, grab some snacks. We have done what I honestly, when I was setting this up, thought would nearly certainly not happen, which is convince Reese to just stay with us entirely.
Don't go.
Guys
We
go
did it.
all the way down here to the bottom of this
A lot
card
of
somehow.
descriptors for angry. More than I thought there could be on that card.
I was
There's a
thinking
lot.
like 3.
This man went to the
Yes.
There was like 7.
Yeah.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 stages. She started 3 from the worst because of the woe instead of 4 from the worst, which is over the line where the DC goes up because she's so mad.
Wait, can you count those again?
9.
No, can you count them?
No, I can't. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
You're a teacher.
Grab some snacks.
She is.
That's exactly
the
why I'm allowed
problem.
to do
That's
it.
the problem, Brett. Pay him if you got him. Don't go too far.
PM if you go.
I'll be right back. Behold, trackless desert in every direction. Welcome back, everybody. As the 7 of us,
Not how camels
this
walk.
party here, Reese, and I guess we're just going with Kaklatath.
Kathy.
It's happening.
Kathy.
It's working. It's working.
It's Kathy.
Have been traveling for 2 days.
That was my turn.
No. It's fine.
2 days.
I didn't fart. Is that the question?
This is a journey of several hundred miles. And the Parchlands is a very harsh and unpleasant place. As you journey, the vistas around you, the cityscapes fade after you land from your small ferry from Volcano back on the mainland and start to make your way through. By the end of the first day, you can see nothing but stone and scrag in every direction. This is not that sandy of a desert. It's more of a rocky desert. There is sand, but it's not like, this isn't the kind of desert that's massive dunes and things reaching into distance. This is a lot of uneven stone, cliffs, and canyons, and crevasses, where you're trying to navigate situations with no real trails as you make your way. Yes?
I just want to read out that message for the YouTube where they can't see the chat, because Selfaria said my group is playing through this module now, and we also called her Kathy.
That's actually really funny.
And it's really funny. I just wanted to read that so it's on the recording.
Kathy
so
is
funny.
truly a banger shortening of Kaklatath. I don't remember if we called her anything like a decade ago when I played Strange Aeons originally. I'm pretty sure we just called her Kaklatath the whole time. I don't think we ever shortened it.
Never?
Pretty sure it was Kaklatath the whole time. But like, Kathy's clearly the meta if you're playing Strange Aeons.
I guess so.
The meta pick is Kathy.
Guarantee success.
A sane 221. A figure in yellow reappears with a timid voice. Hi, sorry, it's my first day. Kind of forgot I need to give you this. Sorry. I have sitting in my bag a wheel and a woe from a sane. Because I had a plan for what the wheel was in the Racy argument, and I didn't end up needing it. So, because you guys somehow got all the way to the bottom by yourselves.
If we lost.
There was one hit of insurance if you were at the very end and would bump up again.
But the wheel just carries on, like it just carries over?
Well, I haven't used it yet, so of course it carries over. I still have a wheel. I haven't found where to throw it yet.
If we go 3 more wheels, we could have a cart.
There's a wheel and a woe, both from a same 221.
Throw them both in the same fight.
Inside me there are 2 wolves.
Two Assains. There are 2 Assains.
Just kind of sitting in my pocket.
One in each.
There's one on your shoulder. One is telling you to do bad
The
things.
wheel on one shoulder and the woe on the other shoulder. We'll find purpose for them. You've been traveling through this heat for 2 days now. Right before we went on break, we talked briefly about how hot and dry the Parchlands was, making it somewhat difficult and even dangerous to traverse. So as we go around the table and reintroduce all of our party, briefly tell me what, if anything, you have done to prepare for these truly miserable conditions. This side, this time.
And what your camel name is.
And tell me what you named your
camel.
And what your camel name
Got
is.
it. Okay, camel name. We'll start with that because it's most important. His name is Camel. Camel. That's very much how I would call him. Second, that went way better in my head. Second, I have a shade hat to help me with the heat. And also I have like little sunglasses. Like, my glasses now are a little tinted. And also my name is Brett and I play Reginald Sagacious Fox.
It's like the
Most
opposite
Brett.
order that I thought.
Welcome,
Like the exact
welcome
opposite.
to being dyslexic.
This was a
You're
Brett
not
intro.
reading.
What party
It all counts! You have no idea. It hits every part of my life.
We have a use every part of the animal approach to dyslexia here.
He read the teleprompter in his brain.
Yeah.
His internal monologue is text that he has to read it.
Right.
Like
It's constantly, it's processing. And then the wires are wrong sometimes.
next.
My name is Sully, and I play Cammy, the itty bitty gnomish witch who is currently riding atop her camel, which, of course, since Cammy has a history of naming everything that she comes into contact just their name or what they are with a E at the end, this camel's name is, of course, also Cammy. And I am surviving the heat thanks to, really I should transition over here because Colby is the one who has engineered a solution here so that I do...
Camille.
Camille.
Like
Camille?
Camille.
Camille?
Camel.
That's funny. That's good. That's not bad.
It's like if you pronounced camel really wrongly.
Yeah.
But if you put
camel.
Cammy and Camel together, so it's Cam.
That's our ship name. I'll do.
Are you in?
What ship?
I don't know. Marcus is the one who's doing.
You and the camel?
No judgment. No judgment.
You'll
There's
have
no
to ask
judgment.
Marcus. He's the one who's.
I'm our lawyer.
He's the one who's making the headcanon. I
Person,
can't.
Please.
You do you.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a hat?
No.
I'm Colby,
I don't have a hat.
and I play MD, the full-blooded orc rogue. I bought myself and my friend Marius, same person, a nice little hat. It looks a lot like his, actually.
Suddenly a lot of shade.
But I also have a bag full of Scrolls of Endure Elements for these two, because they didn't want to wear the hat.
You
That's
two are
our
wearing
D&D.
intellect crowns, so
Yes.
you would have to forego those to wear the shade hat that the fellows of the party. I just realized this. We've got 3 wide-brimmed straw hats and 2 crowned women. That's the party we're
And my camel's name,
Our 2 queens.
is Urush the Blood Chewer.
I love it. So I'm glad that we remember that you are a full-blooded orc.
Yes,
That's
he's a warrior.
Orish the Blood
Makes
Chewer.
sense.
All right.
Hello, I'm Bryn. I'm.
Take your time.
I play Ariadne, our automaton of the group, by the way. And what?
A funny and confusing introduction. If anyone is a little familiar with Strange Aeons, but not what has happened in this episode specifically, joins in. Like, Ariadne's
How
a
did they do
flirt.
that?
No, different. Took the name. Okay.
First of all, wrong. I am Ariadne.
A little bit.
Wrong.
And I, prototype or Ariadne, I guess, has gone on the,
Yeah, but I'm learning that one real hard.
yeah, on the, is currently on the theory that people should be able to pick their own names. And so Myrrh is my camel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Is that the sound camels make?
Yeah.
And now everybody knows.
If you listen really close to the Sirenscape sound set, you'll hear it. There's definitely,
Guys.
definitely camel snorting in this sound set.
And spitting. I'm Marcus. I play Marius, the Ghoul Dwarf Ranger, who right now is a lot more ghoulish because, of course, his hat of I can't remember the actual name of the hat, but the hat that he used to transform to look like a regular dwarf has been replaced by a big floppy hat. But he's also gone ahead and taken like a big face scarf to really just kind of bundle around, so that really all you can see is his eyes and everything else is covered up.
Marius the Gold Dwarf Bandit.
It's Doc Vanson
He's ready
from
to ride
Star
a
Secrets
train.
Between the Stars.
Guys, remember when we leveled up and I took Rogue?
Oh, he took Rogue.
Oh.
That's my disciple. What's your camel's name?
And he is riding atop a camel named Joseph Eggman.
Ha.
Is that a
Because I
reference?
came up with 2 jokes and put them together.
Okay.
What were the jokes?
Joe Camel and Humpty Dumpty.
Ha. Ha ha. Shut up, Marcus.
Oh my god. Oh my. Whoa.
It's not just the 5 of you that are here. You are, of course, now traveling with Kaklatath, who inhabiting the body of Easy, is riding alongside you on. We gotta pick a pronoun for this group here. I guess if we're calling her Kaklatath, we'll go with her.
I didn't realize how relevant that question would become.
Was riding across her noble steed, Cameltath, who she said the easy half of her brain found very hilarious. And Reese, who refused to participate in camel naming shenanigans, and said, it's a work animal, don't humanize it. It's here to do a
Okay.
job.
We're gonna name Reese's
Mel-
camel.
I would name him Mellison.
I somewhat agree.
Don't name it Mellison!
Don't get attached to it. Everything that happens to us every time we try to go anywhere, the odds of it even surviving to a lost city millennia to the sands is, what, nearly 0? This is a regular camel. We get attacked by what? What was the last thing the group of you fought? What?
Tattered man.
Okay, there you go. Do you think a camel's gonna survive a conflict with the Tatterman?
Irish blood chewer will.
You're just gonna make yourself more sad when it inevitably gets killed.
This camel is growing up in a broken home.
We should name her Camel Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
That's pretty good. Reese, just let them do their thing. It's, it's whatever makes them happy.
You can name it, but as far as I'm concerned, it's just my camel.
My camel's a great name.
A camel isn't a name. It's a designation of the object I'm sitting on.
That's not an
I
object.
mean, anything could be a name, really.
At this point, as
It's
you're
like a 3-day long argument that they've been having.
in a second,
The
if
first
Cammy-
3 days.
All right,
Convinced
I
that
want
other
to
camels
roll
in the name.
diplomacy for her name.
Yeah.
No, that's her name.
Let's have another verbal combat about the name.
Absolutely. All right, flip the card over. Round 2. Richie starts it angry. It's not as serious.
In due time, there is a name that you named this camel.
Quick, punch MD so we can name the camel.
Who is paying the least attention to the camel argument right now, and why is it? And ooh, you two got to fight for it. Okay, hold his head over real fast. Actually,
Yeah.
Reginald has no interest in this at all.
I think it's a funny joke. but-
Reginald would be the first to notice that on a ridge, cresting the horizon, somewhat hazy and obscured from the heat, what at first just looks like more crags of stone is actually 2 very clearly placed markers. Stone obelisks, maybe 12 feet tall, dabbed with small amounts of what look like black and white paint. You can't make out what they are from this distance, and getting up onto that ridge would be a little bit of a diversion from the path Kaklatath is putting you on. You would be passing down by the side of the ridge next to them.
What were these again? They were...
It's 2 like obelisks,
Obelisks,
that
okay.
are put up on a stone ridge that you would be going down by the side.
And we're 2 or 3 days into this already?
Like 2 days into your journey.
Okay, 2 days in.
You could get up there, but it would be what looks like maybe an hour diversion if you wanted to get any closer, really.
Could I pull out the item that I have had in inventory since day 1 of a spyglass and try to look?
Hey!
Absolutely, Marius. You can pull out your regular spyglass and take a look at this. I'm not going to make you roll. It's not like it's particularly hard to see. It's just kind of far away. Looking through your spyglass here, you can see the first of them is a very rough. It's got more of a pointed tip. It's not pyramidal, but it comes to almost sort of like the head of a pencil, I guess, like a somewhat recently sharpened pencil. It's a little conical, a little rounded, and it's covered in inscriptions. With the white paint, a highlight that looks like it's been daubed into where the stone has been etched away. You can't make out all of them, but it looks like they're in a variety of languages. The biggest one, fortunately enough, is in common. It says, "These sacred territories contain a slumbering evil. Turn back. The wardens suffer no trespass."
Wow. I don't know why I don't use this. I've been able to read a lot of detail.
That was gonna, by calculations, about take us about an hour outside of our journey.
I repeat what it says.
The other obelisk, as you come a little closer to it, is an odd shape. It's based kind of similar, but it has a second piece that's running perpendicular to it, almost making it sort of T-shaped. The arms of the T are arched and seem to splay out at the sides. One end of it sort of splitting, and the other end of it hooking almost all the way back in to touch the bottom of the monument. Looking through your spyglass, it becomes very apparent why it has this incredibly strange shape. Because the obelisk is exactly the same shape as the other one, but there is a huge corpse that looks like it has been slammed down on it, that is impaled on this marker. It's a creature that looks like a giant scorpion with the torso, arms, and head of a human man. Think of the worst kind of centaur you could possibly imagine.
Kathy, do you remember at least these
Obeli?
Obelisks.
obelisks? I
It's
can't even
just
say
obelisks.
it. Obelisks.
Now, the body looks like it's been there bleaching in the sun for at least a couple of days. Much of the flesh is gone. And through your spyglass, you can even see the slight, almost staticky haze of a swarm of insects around the human part of the body. The obelisk is smeared with dark blood tacked across it, covering whatever inscriptions it might have had. But there is one that's very visible. It's huge, taking up almost the whole width of the obelisk, looking like it was carved by just hand smacking the stone with another stone. The word weak.
He's calling you out.
W-E-A-K?
Yes.
This is just a Monday.
Well, this one says that something dangerous and horrible is slumbering here. The other thing's saying something weak. Get a little bit of conflicting messages here.
Does it seem like this is almost like heading into the desert, or like this is almost like our way into this path, or this is outside of the path we're
taking? There's a
taking?
lot of like stone and less sand. The amount of paths you can take through it are a degree of limited, because if it was open sand, you could just kind of walk in a straight line to where you're going. You have to work around. It's very craggy.
Yeah.
It's very high ridges, sheer bluffs, large stone cliffs with arid winds blasting through them. You kind of have to take the paths that you can around, over, and past these canyons, because you can neither easily go up or across these huge gulfs. So most of your journeys so far have taken you through these passageways, these canyons, and this is kind of leading into another one, a huge one of these craggy ridges on either side with the totems on each
Oh, I need it. So
side.
this is like
so you're kind of like
the
walking
gateway.
through
Yeah.
the middle of them. Again,
Okay.
you could try to go around this, but you would be looking like hours out of your journey. But is the first real sign of anything other than just natural arid desert that you've seen since you left civilization?
And Kathy doesn't remember this.
No, that's definitely new to me.
Okay, that'll be a question I'll be bringing up pretty often, actually.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that one. Those, I mean, they don't look that old. Those obelisks only look like they've been here for maybe like a century or two, so that's brand new, basically.
So, ignoring the impaled thing, I know this is a huge, massive desert, and it would be a crazy coincidence, but do we see any trace of anybody, such as Lowls, having come through here recently?
Again, it's mostly stone that you're walking on there, so there's very little places that could leave trace. There's very little sand or dirt to follow tracks in, very little plant life to have found, like snapped limbs or broken boughs. There's almost nothing to follow, but a particularly skilled survivalist might be able to find something anyway if they rolled me a survival check.
Can I say that I've been hunt prey on Lowls so I can get my little survival bonus?
Well, that would only be if you find tracks for Lowls specifically. So, I mean, you're looking to see if there's... You don't know what's there.
Alright, then. Regular. Yes. That's a 9 for 29.
29, solid.
so good
Alright, so
today.
you... Yeah, kind of hard to tell.
Alright.
This looks, just by the lay of the land, like a very natural kind of passageway. Again, it would put you hours out of your journey to go around this. And as Kaklatath has led your group here, you certainly wouldn't be the only or the first group to have come this way. But you don't see any signs other than obviously the body that's been there for at most a couple of days. So, at least that recently, something was here. Which reminds me, what are all of you doing? Are you going to be spending your time looking for tracks and trails here, Marcus? 'Cause you can certainly do that. That can be an exploration activity to be using survival to see if you find anything, whether it be Lowls or otherwise.
Can I guess I might not be able to use it for hunt prey, but could I just do tracking for like the party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, the other things you can do as an exploration activity with survival is attempt to obscure your tracks and make it so if anything was following you, you would be harder to pursue. That hasn't really come up in Strange Aeons yet, but that was a big focus of...
I always gain the benefits of cover tracks without
Frozen
moving at
Flame.
half speed.
Frozen Flame. That's what's Quest of the Frozen Flame. Okay, so you just get that anyway. Okay, you're always doing that. Quest of the Frozen Flame had a big focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you were tracking. How about you, Ariadna?
I think I might. I mean, I guess if one person, we can't just like hustle. But we're going through a shady place, so that's like weird.
You guys are assumedly not hustling because it's just too long of a journey to
Okay.
hustle. It's through the severe heat and the fact that it's like a week plus. You can't hustle
Okay,
the
yeah.
whole time.
Okay. Okay,
Sorry,
sweet.
but it was
Well,
sorry.
then I will just well, this looks remarkably dangerous, though. So I think I might actually just be I'll kind of walk a little bit ahead and be having I will have a shield out.
Okay, shield raised.
With that information, cryptic warnings, MD's gonna tell everyone to be ready. He's gonna get a little bit behind. He's gonna be behind Ariana, but still in front of the group. I'm going to be looking for anything that looks out of place or dangerous, using perception.
Okay. Kame?
Thinking. It's the thing I'm best at.
Recalling knowledge to recant.
got that
How
big
about
brain.
you, Reginald?
That big brain.
What does thinking do?
Recall knowledge. So if there was like if we crossed something that I could make an occultism check on or something of that effect, then I would get to do that.
And if combat, if we break out into an encounter, you get a free recall knowledge check at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to identify what it is you're fighting.
That's what usually gives me the info dump.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I want to do that too. Yeah.
I got two big, beautiful brains over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna recall knowledge.
The brain
Be
is friends. We love
smart.
Look at us.
So smart.
So, are we continuing through this passageway, or are you going to attempt to?
No, as a group, I do believe we should. We aren't rushing, but we also can't be going off the path. Am I having a stroke? What is happening?
You're not.
Okay. How's my eye? Am I drooping?
No, you're fine.
That's
I
okay.
mean, in the grand scheme of things, this looks pretty tribal. I mean, maybe there's something probably lives out here. Something lives everywhere. I mean, stuff lives on the moon, so there's probably
You're right.
stuff lives in the desert.
Yeah, stuff like
Worst case, well, it can't be that big of a problem if he's mashed across the rock like that.
Oh, you think that's the...
I don't know what this is, but I guess it's a good point. That means there was something else that bashed him across the rock, huh? All right, no, that's fair. No, I see that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking about, but...
What do you think, Marius?
It's hard to say in a place like this. I mean, it seems like just as easy that this is a warning of, hey, this is a big desert, stop going, turn around, versus a literal giant beast of some kind. I mean, obviously something has happened to that, but...
Well, yeah, I would be inclined to agree we're not for the dead thing. That's...
Hey, can't you fly?
Yes.
Can you tell us if you go up and see if there's something big and horrible further ahead of us?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Give her the spyglass.
So you can just... Okay, or maybe your flight. This is the thing you can just do infinitely. There's no limit.
Yes, it's one of the augmentations.
This isn't like a per day thing. You just have jets and can fly.
It was a
You sound
per
so-
day thing. It was a per day thing, but his
We are
changed.
level 15 now. Sorry,
Yeah.
just things that happen.
Yeah, it was soaring wings, which was once per hour. But then it's an augmentation for my armor type.
So now you just have a fly speed.
Yes.
Okay, whoop, up she goes. So Ariadna can easily fly up the maybe like 30 feet up to where these obelisks are, and even up beyond that, and just kind of look out across a huge stretch of featureless desert in front of you. When you get this high up in the air, it becomes very difficult to make out specifics, because from the ground you already have this problem of like heat haze, right? You have this mirage effect on the horizon, on the skyline, where just the ambient temperature of the air and the shape of the land makes it sort of difficult to perceive even how the path looks a couple of miles ahead. That's like twofold up in the air looking down at it, especially when everything is just stone and crags, and you lose the ability to really see that verticality. But make me a perception check and see if you see anything of interest.
So good at these.
Yeah, I'm really bad at these, actually.
All of our
okay.
dice have atrophied as well in this.
Yeah, okay, so that's a total of 29.
You don't.
You see sand and rock.
There's a little sand, there's a lot of rocks. You don't see any figures, any creatures. I mean, off in the distance, there's like a lone vulture just kind of gliding through
Well,
the
that
sky.
must be the guy.
That's him.
It's a perspective thing. The
It's
vulture
already
is
him.
much bigger when you're up.
What is it? You see like a sandworm come out of the sand, chomp it, go back in.
Circle life.
Oh my gosh, there's
One
Timothy
day, all
Chalamet.
this will be ours. We don't go to the Shadowlands.
Yeah.
But no, you don't really see.
Okay,
Nothing stands out to you.
Okay, well then I fly back down.
It looks like desert. Nothing is obviously out of place.
Oh, I keep going.
I guess it's just a question of whether you said warden? Would be
The wardens.
Yeah,
more upset if we went around or went through.
yeah. What did it say again? Just the.
It said these sacred territories contain a slumbering evil. Turn back. The wardens suffer no trespass. And when you were up there a little closer, just flying up there, Prototype, you can see that all the rest of it seems to be written in the same language. It's sharing a very small handful of runes. Most of the rest of the writing looks like it's a similar format, not to that message, but to each other. They're much, much shorter. It's a language you do not recognize at all.
That's actually saying something because that's remarkable.
I promise you, you do not have this.
No. I'm saying that is remarkable.
Yeah.
Because
No, it's not a major language.
Yeah.
So, because even if you didn't speak it,
Right.
you would at least recognize
Right.
most major languages.
Yeah.
You have no clue what this is. Well, maybe not no clue. I mean, how's your nature or society? I guess society would work as opposed to desert society.
Nature or society are pretty okay.
If you want to throw one, you're the one the closest up to it.
Okay. Society. Oh, do you want to roll 27 or no?
27. How extremely average. Yeah, you don't recognize it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And just from your
I don't
new
get to do anything fun with that.
from her new perspective, does the other one still only just say weak on it?
It's mostly smeared with blood. So it looks like it also had inscriptions on it, but they're pretty covered in very dried, thick, dark scorpion blood. So it's hard to say.
Does this scorpion, would I know much about this scorpion species? Is it like a total boss in that anything defeated it would be actually a real threat?
Well,
Or
seeing
is
this,
it just like a puny little bug?
this thing up here, we've got our two thinkers. If you two want to toss me one knowledge check, 2 with the brains.
Are we doing the roll for d20s thing still?
Oh, that was fine. Right, secret. I forgot about that. Secret check, so that you can still roll a thing and get a general idea. Yeah, okay.
What am I doing? How many rolls?
So remember,
You roll
we roll
4 d20s,
yeah.
and then, right. It's been so long. We had that the last
just
episode of the
remembered.
last chapter. Right. Secret checks. We roll 4 d20s. I roll a d4. They're going to tell me their 4 results, and only one of them actually matters, so they can still get a general gist of how well they did.
Literally, Asane just asked if we were still doing that.
There it is. We're still doing it. Okay.
You want to go?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
So tell me your modified rolls just for convenience. It's for nature.
20.
I mean, you can tell me just the
Yeah,
total.
roll the
So
dice
Oh,
and then,
I-
tell me your results.
Well, let's. Okay. I got a 3, and then 13, 12, and 13 again.
So add 20 to all those. 23,
Oh,
33,
yeah,
32,
sorry. Okay.
33.
Thank you to Colby.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. That's bad. So I have 3, 10,
Totals.
12.
What's your bonus?
Hold on. I'll do the addition really quick. Okay, so it's plus 21. So it'd be 24, 31,
33.
33, and
37.
37. Thank you.
Excuse me.
These creatures, the one that's speared on the stone here, is you don't know what they're called, but both of you would have a similar conclusion. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've vaguely heard of that before. That's a thing. That it is again kind of somewhat. It's what it looks like on the test. The desert equivalent of a centaur, more or less. It's these are tribes that exist very deep in deserts. You didn't know there were any in the parched lands. You weren't sure there was really any life out in the parched lands that have a society. But they are like a nomadic, very tribal scorpion people.
Nomadic.
They are pretty lesser known. Like, if they have a name, you don't know it. they're not really known for interacting with normal society like ever. And you've never really had any reason to look into or learn anything about them because you lived in Thrushmore, which is, 4 billion miles from the nearest desert. So it's never been even remotely relevant to you.
Camels did not like that.
As for how strong they are, I mean, probably nothing that would, one of them would not be a problem for you at all. 20 of them would be, but it's hard to tell. They are quite large. They look like, with their scorpion body is huge. And with the human torso on top of that, they probably stand 8 or so feet tall. And the scorpion body, again, is massive. It does have the tail. Obviously got the tail and the stinger and the 2 big claws. So they've got the human hands and they have the scorpion hands. So they got the best of both worlds.
Oh, man.
I'm going to do 2 things.
Okay.
If it's because it's not exactly turn-based, so I'm guessing I could cast 2 spells.
You can do whatever you want, man. We're
Okay.
not coming.
I'm going to.
You're standing next to a canyon.
I'm gonna cast illusionary object.
Okay.
Which would be basically like from the top down. It would be like my hat. Basically, it's like me riding on the camel, and then I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself, and I'm gonna get off the camel and be kind of walking next to the camel.
He even shoots you with a gun. There's a fake Reginald.
Correct. Yeah.
And an invisible Reginald.
Right. Yes.
Next to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I am patting the camel a little.
Not illusion for the camel. The camel's gonna get obliterated.
That's how they ordered camel.
Just camel, guys.
Okay, so Cammy's sitting next to you on her own camel, and she thinks that you're both looking at this creature. Yeah, so it's like some sort of scorpion.
Like an AI looking just Reginald.
It's like low poly. It's illusory. I just look low poly.
No direct eye contact.
PS1 model.
And like
A lot more angles than we used to.
and then from down below, you're like, Cammy, I'm down here. I kind of went into like a secret
Oh my
mode.
gosh.
Yeah, that's actually not me. Don't really talk to it.
Why is Reginald
Do not talk to him. I can't repeat. Do not talk to him.
And that lasts for 10 minutes. So if we get in anything.
Reginald,
Why is he T-posing on a camel?
are you in?
He's asserting dominance.
It's canon. Illusory object makes PS1 models.
Yeah. And so I was like, I don't even know how big of an object
His
I can
nose
create.
is just a fox now. It's just a triangle.
Yes.
It's Reginald, but with a build like Lara Croft.
Yes. Also hot, by the way. Okay.
His top, he's got a squared top hat. So,
And that's the scariest thing we've seen in the whole series.
sounds like we are going to continue through the canyon. So, you make your way into this pass. It's not the first like this that you've gone through. Again, the entire area is stone and crags and cliffs, so it is just necessity. It is the first with such a strange warning posted atop its entryway. So you're all very much on edge as you enter. Reginald, of course, so on edge. He's literally on the ground, just kind of walking next to his camel, which does pretty dramatically slow the group down because the camel is, big and walks a lot faster than my fellow human. So
Crap. The smart guy didn't realize that.
He's so on edge, he literally has more
I
edges.
figured we were like going to be relatively cautious walking through
Well, yeah,
this
I mean, you
canyon
guys are
against
moving
it.
slow.
Yes!
You gotta have the
Oh
hat.
my gosh!
Hat and a trench coat,
It
but
says
yeah.
put OG Star Fox up on the screen.
That's so
More
good!
gray hair.
It's got a silver hair and everything. Actually, it's perfect.
Is that a helmet?
That's a helmet.
It's a
We
helmet.
can say it's silver hair.
We can't tell.
He's got 9 polygons. It could be hair.
And it's just saying, I'm on a camel. I'm on a camel.
Guys, I do not know how many is this wheel in this well. You guys keep walking through the area, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You come out back into more open ground outside this passage. Still no real sign of anything. Reginald's invisibility and illusion long since having worn off as he's mounted back up on his camel.
Well, I guess we were fine. All right. Just get right back up. Sorry about that.
Ominous warning, but nothing out of the ordinary in your journey. You continue through the afternoon until late near the evening, till the sun starts to move towards the horizon. The temperature finally starting to climb down from 130 to like 125. A truly welcome relief for everyone. The Shadehead's putting in incredible work.
I mean, is this like the desert? Does it actually get like cold?
It gets cold. It gets down nearly freezing out here. It's not, the cold side of it is not nearly as aggressive as the hot side here in the marshland. So you don't have to worry about the extreme cold of night or anything. It's cold, but nothing like a couple of traveling blankets and a sleeping bag can handle. The heat is the primary concern. Just as the sun starts to set and you're considering breaking off to make your camp for the night, I need the locusts, it's actually just you, to make me a perception check.
I got big old eyes for looking for things. I rolled an 18 on the die.
Woo!
Plus a 26. That is a 44.
44. You can see in most parts of your journey a pretty large area around you. And as the sun starts to go down, the heat haze starts to kind of warp and distort upwards a little, more misshaping the features of the terrain around you. So at first, you just figure it's an odd artifact of a heat haze. With 44, critical success, you kind of double take and really look closely. Off in the distance, what must be maybe almost 10 miles away across these broken stones, there are, barely visible on the horizon, 2 figures. They must be pretty large for you to see them from this distance.
Yeah.
But they otherwise look like people. And they sure look like they're looking back.
We can tell from 10 miles. That's crazy. That's
I got
good.
44, dude. We're in like wizard eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, where's that spyglass?
Up.
You get the spyglass and you hold up and you push this out here. And as you're looking, it's such an incredible distance with that heat haze. Yeah, that's definitely 2 humanoid figures in the distance. You can't make out any real features about them from here, even with the spyglass.
Make it.
But they are just kind of standing, either looking straight at or straight away from you. You sure get the feeling it's straight at.
We're being watched. Just kind of point. I just lean over. I get close to Moharius and lean over that way.
Oh, I love to see it.
For anyone worse than a master in perception, even with MD pointed out this distance, it's almost impossible to see.
Legendary.
I
I think he's also legendary. I don't know.
What am I, a master? Am I a master?
Perception.
How do I know?
Oh,
Oh no, I'm legendary.
Legendary!
Legendary!
Yeah. I also think I've been drinking. I sound like I've been drinking all of a sudden. I'm legendary?
Yeah, I was gonna say I do also have my.
I thought you were pulling out the bow scope, but I didn't know you had a regular spyglass also.
I have that too. I was just like,
Pulls
I
out the
couldn't
bow
tell
scope.
legally. I was like, okay.
It's
well,
easier
they're
to
both
look
done.
through a spyglass than to like hold your longbow up and try to
Yeah,
use it.
and I didn't need to look that aggressive immediately.
Yeah, that's true. Also kind of obligate requires you point your bow or whatever.
Now it might be a good idea to have the aggressive bow, being like, I can see you from all the way over here.
But you point out the legendary bros at the table here.
The three fellas.
Do notice that our queens are just kind of like, I don't say anything. It's like, it doesn't look like anything to me.
Our queens with bad eyesight.
They need glasses.
They're like, it's hot.
Brandon has glasses. Mine are just at home.
But it's almost certainly something. Reese, too, is able to see them, while ironically Kaklatath kind of isn't. Kaklatath's like, well, I mean, something must have done whatever that was back there. Does it look like a big scorpion? He just shakes her head. No, it just looks like. I can tell from this distance, but it just looks like a person. A particularly large one of that, but certainly not a scorpion. At least I don't think. It's bloody hard to tell from here.
It really is. But it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, we have a watch for a reason, right?
Right.
All right. Well,
You don't need to sleep, do you?
I suppose Ariadne will arouse us if anything happens. I guess we'll start setting up camp, and if where'd they go? If you look back over, there's nothing there.
I will keep watch as I stare blankly into nothing, as I couldn't have seen them anyway. I'm like, yes.
Just keep an eye hole out around in case anything strange comes about. Keep
And an ear hole.
Does she have those?
Yeah, they're right here.
How do you hear?
I mean, like, how much time do you have? Like, how bad do you actually want to know? I guess is the question.
With that, we settle down for that. Arianda doesn't see anything out of the ordinary, nothing strange. And as you all awaken as the sun starts to rise the following morning to mount back up on your armada of camels and get back underway, your journey continues. For the third day.
We apply their sunscreen.
The 2 spell slots get back. I get back. All right, cool.
Yeah, no, new day. Your spell slots. How do your first level spells back, Brent?
Thank goodness.
Then the third day, and then a fourth. On the third day, give me a survival check from Marius here.
Just the big one.
Okay.
Don't use the big one.
That's a 19 on the die for a 39. 39.
The third day, as you pass through a slightly sandier area, you see your first certain signs of other large-scale life here in the desert. You find very, very clearly tracks running perpendicular to the path that you're taking. The tracks look like there may be 2 or 3 sets of them. It's hard to tell because each of the tracks is just a series of tiny holes, somewhat tightly clustered in 2 lines that seem to stay like in sets, almost as if the outside of a cart's wheel were covered in spikes. With a survival check of that magnitude, combined with what you'd seen the day before, it definitely seems like the tracks of something akin to a humongous scorpion, or a humongous scorpion person, as it would be functionally impossible to tell the difference by the tracks alone. On the fourth day, a perception check.
14 for a total of 40.
For the 40, very early on the fourth day, backing up camp and readying on your camels, you would once again see a figure, this time almost outlined in the rising sun, so bright it's nearly impossible to look at, silhouetted against that incredible light, but much closer, 2 miles away. The figure, standing on a ridge, must be looking your direction. They have to be. Nearly impossible to see them through how bright the glare is, and by the time your vision cleared a bit and gone. There are certainly other things out here. There's no clarity as to what. Are you detouring out? This figure was close enough you could make your way over there, but it's out of your way. You can detour to where you saw this figure, or you can continue on Captain's path.
Just saw another figure about 2 miles out.
Where?
Don't look, it's towards the sun.
And he's dazzled.
You look through the spyglass and you just like roast your eye.
You can see a beam coming up.
Whatever it is, it's either following us or watching us. We should go check it out.
There wouldn't be really I think for us to be on standby would be good, but there would be no reason to go to it if it's going to maybe come to us.
Yeah, but it might be hostile and might catch us unawares.
Well, we just don't let it catch us unawares. We be aware as we go.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I feel like if we go directly to it, you only saw 1 today.
Yeah.
We know we saw 2 the last time, so it still means that there could be 1. I mean, there could be 1 right behind us right now.
There's not.
So
Roll initiative.
Just going directly to it, if anything, might mean we're going to where it wants us to go, as opposed to just continuing on our course and being mindful that it could come.
I mean, I can't see it. You guys are the ones can see it. Does it look like it's hostile or like it's gonna
It's watching us.
Regardless, Marius has good instincts. If anything, we control our path here. It can't possibly know exactly the trail that we're following. Not unless they have their own Kaklatath. You go towards the thing, it has some say over our direction. Or if it ambush us, that's the worst thing we can do.
I might be more mad if we didn't approach it.
Yeah.
If it lives out here, everything's going to be roughly in survival mode. So things are going to have short fuses.
You've seen what?
But you also know what they say, that they're more afraid of you than you are of it. So
I
they
also have the bad feeling that we're still in sacred land.
You've seen 2 of them, now 1. There's 7 of us, so were they hostile? At the very least, we could hope they'd make the wise decision not to engage.
They also could have been letting a bigger group of them know. Those could just be scouts.
If so, there's little we can do about that other than continue
It's
forward.
true.
The quicker we get to our destination, the less time they have to muster.
All right. Keep going.
Giddy up, Cammy.
You round up the camels. You continue onward.
Credit Camel 1.
Later that same morning, on the 4th day, before noon, before the sun has reached its highest point, you find another grim signal. Somewhat candid what you'd see on the second, but this one much clearer. In a small little crevasse, somewhat sheltered from the sun, hidden from most paths, save for the one that Kaklatath is currently leading you down by sheer circumstance, you come into view of 2 more of these scorpion-like figures. They are battered. Their thick shells on the scorpion part of their body smashed and shattered apart in numerous places. The humanoid portions of their torsos broken and bruised. They look almost half buried under a pile of almost person-sized stones. Massive slabs of rock that look like they had slammed into them with great force. Marius can pretty easily see that there was a trail that these 2 were taking, slipping around under this, which again would have been pretty much out of view from nearly any angle but this one. And they were just blasted with these huge rocks. It looks like they never even had an opportunity to fight back. The 2 of them were crushed pretty quickly with an incredibly decisive blow.
So that's the kind of weapon that they use to destroy to kill these is giant
Big freaking
boulders.
rocks,
Big
yeah,
freaking
I mean-
rock. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Like
The one impaled on the totem back near the beginning didn't really look anything like this. They look like they've been beaten to death, but not like this.
right.
So it feels like now what we're seeing is we probably aren't as... These scorpion folks probably aren't the threat. It feels like there's something bigger. And this also, especially now, probably something, I don't think this was any kind of party related to Lowls. I think something else larger.
Probably.
Did this.
Could this
Probably the
be-
things watching us?
Thinking that if those things are, giants or whatever, is it pieces of these scorpions missing? Like maybe is this food for them or something, or they
Doesn't
hunt
look
them?
like it, no.
Okay.
They were simply murdered and left here. And this looks like it was very recent. Possibly the day prior.
Everyone
These are pretty fresh kills.
be on edge.
Yeah. Can you
What
get
action
that a
is
lookout,
that on
maybe?
my camera?
Before you leave, you notice that amongst the bodies, not only did whatever did this not eat them or take any part of them, they didn't even take what gear and kit these 2 scorpions had. So amongst the bodies, or a wheel from a same 221 is some stuff I don't want to look up right now. Coming back to me next week. I don't want to go digging through magic items right now on camera. But there's cool things. Just try. You find 2 unidentified greens and an unidentified blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a green and a blue thing.
No oranges.
No oranges.
We've got to
But
reload the
if-
I want some
Fortnite
fruit.
Battle Pass.
You can some scrolls of identified for later. Let's just put some unidentified stuff in your bag.
So that is
It's cool, I
Oh my
promise.
gosh, a boogie bomb!
So it is interesting. So these the scorpion folk
playing?
are slightly more civilized to carrying
They
items.
do
than-
clearly have gear and weapons. You can take a closer look at these. Both of them do have bows, and they have quivers with maybe 24 fairly large arrows in them. They do have tools, they have weapons, they have kit.
For society.
And since these ones are not obliterated and covered in rotting blood and their flesh is mostly gone from insects, they're just beginning to be eaten away. You can also see that a lot of their bodies, almost all of at least the human part of it, is covered in very linear, very like geometric tattoos. And these change when they get down to the scorpion part of their body to be much wider and rougher, kind of angular stripes that sort of work around many of their legs in some places. It looks like it's patterned, like they have some kind of meaning. These are clearly a fairly civilized race.
Okay.
It is odd. These have been left. The weapons as well.
Oh, whatever killed them doesn't need them.
But if we are being watched, and these are tribe members, it is interesting that they have been left with equipment.
You're saying it could be like a warning of some sort towards us?
Whatever killed the scorpion are unrelated to the scorpion.
Yes, but the scorpions that are watching us seem rather observant.
But we don't know that scorpions watching us.
Yeah.
Could be something giant, could be maybe they're all working together. We don't
Or
know.
It could be
could
whatever
be
the
the
aforementioned
wardens.
wardens are.
They've never given us a particularly good view of them. That's always been from a great distance, so it could be anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they do look large, certainly similar in size.
And they can,
But the logical, obvious answer is that it is more of them, but there clearly is something else, or this is a tribal dispute of some kind, but they don't look large enough to throwing stones like this unless they were doing it with magic. I mean, I certainly wouldn't discount such a thing, to be fair, but...
and it's strange to leave equipment behind, especially if it's from your own tribe.
Yeah.
even from an enemy tribe.
Yeah.
And if it was
I mean,
like...
these unidentified greens do look like they're fairly potent. Like
Yeah.
it's-
And if it was like an enemy tribe, there probably would have been more of a visible battle than just
Yeah.
kill two guys and leave. And
So-
This was
nothing
a
else.
fairly swift ambush.
Yeah.
Recreate the scene, Mr. Investigator Man.
Indubitably.
Oh my
You-
gosh, yeah, you're a cop.
This is not a crime scene.
Did,
I don't know if this is a murder or an act of treason. I don't know. That just sounded fun.
That was so good.
Yeah.
did the rocks that crushed them look like they had just been like dislodged from above or like thrown from
word to
elsewhere?
say.
Can we tell that?
Investigator man!
Yes.
That's odd.
What do I do?
Hey, Reginald, can you-
Oh, yeah, is that
Investigate the crime scene
Is it-
here.
Yes.
Odd.
Give me...
Indubitably.
I'll take a... I guess it really, if I identify dead bodies, that's categorically medicine, like how they died in the situation. I'll give you medicine for
He's
this.
good at this.
No, yes.
Man, reconstruct the crime scene. Use your crime
Give me
vision.
one quick minute as I'm envisioning how everything's happening, everything's breaking down, and I rolled a.
So,
From
anyway,
a
Do you have
crafter's
any-
perspective, of how,
Actually, yeah, I
how
can tell
the-
from stones.
from where the rocks.
I mean, it's still not bad. It's just.
pull out some travel rations.
It's a.
Would you accept it if we just let her punch MD again?
I mean, it's a 30.
we
It's
just
a
do
30.
that?
It's a 33.
But
rolled a 7.
the 33.
I rolled a 4.
As you look down, the
I
thing
rolled
you
a
can tell is a
4
little
plus
bit interesting.
29.
As you can see, the angle that their bodies are faced at is clearly the way they were walking. You can see where they were slipping under this kind of outcrop here to stay largely out of sight. But the one in the back, their human torso is pivoted a bit, which implies that right before they died, they did start to turn to face something out to the side. So they weren't caught completely unawares. They noticed something, but it was already too late to
late,
even
yes.
turn their whole body around.
This was bombarded, caught off guard. That's what
It
it
can be
seems.
crafter or stone man's perspective. Look at some
Recalling
big old
knowledge.
rocks here.
Okay, no, I got
Um,
the same.
Is
Ooh,
it crap?
Okay, that's a.
I'm just having
Why
fun
don't you
now.
have
We've
two
got like
calculators
exploration mode sort of.
Okay,
going
I'm
away,
gonna
so
go.
we're just
If
throwing
we're
some
having
stuff
fun.
in there. We're having a good time. Roll some stuff. Roll some stuff. We like rolling dice.
Not much better than him.
Cool. All right, what do you guys got?
Plus 2. Can I consider this unusual stonework?
I think it's pretty normal. I think.
33.
All right, it's the same thing
Same as
you
mine.
got.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a 33 with a 2, so...
That's
Well,
weird.
hold on.
Everybody gets a 33.
Hold on.
Can I use athletics for it?
What if I hero point?
What if you wanted? We can't have
This-
this.
no.
Do it. You won't.
Based on your reaction, I feel as if I shouldn't.
They were hit with rocks
Okay,
that were
good.
thrown either by guys throwing rocks or magic throwing rocks, or a rock throwing device. Those are kind of the three options. So it's
Yes,
they
Sherlock, it
didn't
seems that
fall here. They came in
ships
that
were
way.
hit with rocks, either from a magical or mechanical origin. Who can say?
I have
Not you
deduced-
guys, that's for sure.
Okay, so
I'm hungry.
seeing all of this, I would like to change my activity to scouting to keep watch.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I no longer care about tracking so much as being defensive.
I would
That's
like
fair.
to shield still.
Keep him still up forever.
Yeah. Cool, I'm still seeking.
I'm helping my buddy investigate the crime scene, of course.
After doing your best to reconstruct the crime scene, your
Trying to
bat
figure out, like,
vision,
if we would get attacked, how would we get attacked?
From behind.
rocks.
Rocks. Good.
Brilliant.
Yes. Brilliant.
And we gotta find the murder weapon.
Eventually,
Weirdly, it was in the library.
you know by which rocks
in the library.
specifically ended their lives.
Taste of mustard.
You continue on your way. On edge for the next few minutes, keeping an eye out, keeping an ear out, head on a swivel, very aware that at any time rocks could come flying in from other directions.
You gotta read what Arcana
This is the rock with a rock in the rock.
By golly, I think we solved it.
You're going to prison for a long time, Twain.
Whoa.
Oh,
Continuing on.
that's so
Great tangent. We have inverted the energy from the first half.
This is a scary
Horror
show.
campaign!
There's a warning in the intro about graphic violence.
I had a dude impaled on an obelisk.
I told you to smash with a lot of rocks. It's graphic horror violence. Anyway,
I've got a fun post-show comment for this, so I'm
I mean,
gonna
there's a
save it.
monstrosity.
Continue.
The Scorpion Man thing.
on edge, eyes out. Nothing reveals itself to you. The surrounding area is calm and clear, as everything else has been. And through the rest of the afternoon, even until your evening camp, nothing befalls you. You rest again. You move to a fifth day. At this point, Kathy estimates that you're closer to Neruzavin than you aren't. But you see why this journey is. You get why this takes so long now. If we could just walk there in a straight line, like if this was like a sand desert, it wouldn't be nearly as bad, right? Because you take your direction and you go. I mean, I'd probably get lost because I wouldn't have any like landmarks or anything to refer to. See, what's really interesting is given like hundreds of thousands of years, you guys like literally totally turned to a different thing, right? You're completely different creatures than you were. But this stuff, these rocks, pretty much the same rocks. Man, it takes like forever. For all this to erode without water, it's so the wind does it, but like it's so slow. I still recognize most of this. I know. I mean, this was Starfall. Before that, last time I was here, it's been a while.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's basically still the same rocks. Like it's.
Okay. Well, that should make this easier.
Yeah, well, no, I'm confident we're on the right path. It's just maybe another couple days of journeying, probably. So far, we leave these scorpions, and whatever's murdering the scorpions is their business, and they seem perfectly happy. So
Yes, that
things
was
are great. That's courage. I don't know. He really likes that. It just feels good, you know.
We like
That's
it.
courage. Is that,
Yeah, I
is
don't
that
know what it
something
is. It
easy
feels
would
good.
say?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
great.
Oh gosh, that's making
It feels
me
good
sad.
when you say it. I feel
Really, like deeply ingrained.
It really is.
Even though he's
Hey.
unconscious.
Sweet, you have all these memories back, right?
Huh? Yeah.
Like Martin memories?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. It seems like actually the vast majority of his life went by Martin.
Sing the frog song.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's
Remember, it's
It's
a tiny
in there.
percentage.
Sing the.
Okay,
You don't
I-
even know what's happening right now.
Look,
Sing
I
the
see
frog
it.
song.
I see the frog song, but the singing ability is going to be me. Like, yeah, it's his vocal cords.
I
He's gonna have
don't.
his mouth, but, like, it's
don't
not.
care. I really don't.
And she gets crushed by a rock.
Rocks falls, party dies.
Kaklatath dies.
In that timeline, and then I change it.
As you're
And then I-
discussing the frog song here, Perception Man, give me a perception check.
Don't you
Another
interrupt.
14 on the die, another 40.
Another 40.
Yeah.
Don't you interrupt this interaction.
You're coming into another kind of mouth of a
Making
canyon
him do
here.
this.
It's pretty wide. It's maybe like 40, 50 feet across. You got a pretty good amount of space. Big, and you've been through like dozens of these. The cliffs go up pretty far on this. It's fairly deep. One of the deeper ones you've been through. On either side of this stone embankment, shooting up another 40 feet up above you. It's welcome shade fairly early in the afternoon. And you can see that along one side of it, there's like embankments, like snowdrifts of sand, where sand is just blown into this canyon and never managed to find its way out. But with the 40, you see that in this canyon, you are not alone. You see, 40 actually is pretty good. You see three things. Maybe 100 feet ahead of you in the canyon. This isn't like one sheer canyon. There's like crags and offshoots. It's like stone. There's paths kind of working through this. And there is almost like an archway through the middle that's 20 feet up.
You know we're screwed when you pull up a map.
What?
Oh god, the environment render.
Yes.
You know we're screwed when you pull up the map.
I was thinking I did want to do my illusionary thing, my invisibility illusionary thing. I did before. I'm blocky Star Fox up top
Okay.
on my
Blocky
camera.
Star Fox.
I'm invisible.
Around
Get ready for this song, Reg. You look different.
Star Fox is back. Just around at the top of this arch on the right side of it, mostly obscured by the stone, but not that obscured, is a figure. You can see big old fingers and a head peering around the side. Not really that hidden.
He's doing his best.
It's not great. This pretty clearly looks like a giant of some kind by the height of the head and the shape. And up close here, you can see that it's got very, very leathery, almost kind of orange more than tan skin. Even on the fingers, especially on the face, you can see that skin is covered in deep red boils, just kind of scattered across itself. It does not look healthy. Maybe another 100+ feet down the canyon, on the left side, by an embankment of sand and some scragged vegetation, you see a second one just peeking over the brush. Again, not particularly hidden. They look like they're kind of trying to hide, but they're really bad at it. But the third is the best. Some 30 feet in front of you, pretty close to the center of this passageway, there is a wide, like 30-foot circle of huge dried fronds just laid in kind of a haphazard layer across the middle of the canyon. In what you might reasonably call the least subtle pit trap you've ever seen in your life.
Do I see it?
You're not. I mean, this is the first one to notice it. Is the point where MD notices all this because he's the one that's doing perception right now. Roll a 40. You can point this out to all you guys.
Do you know?
I nudged Marius and pointed at two, like gesture at the two two giants in that pit trap. Hey, there's a pit trap in front of us, guys.
As you guys come to a stop, Cammy's very focused on Kathy here. You stop everyone and kind of just point directly to them. The one in the front like startles and disappears back behind the stone. And then you see come back around the corner with a massive boulder in its hand, reeling back, ready to throw.
There it is.
And for a sane 221's whoa, I'm giving them both the elite template.
Oh, man.
What does that mean?
They're
Bigger and angrier.
That makes sense.
Bigger, angrier,
Maybe
orangier.
still cool, and maybe we can talk to them.
They're probably cool. He looks like he's really cool and friendly and definitely not about the
Look,
pitch
he's
of
scared.
person-sized
He
bull.
He just
such a
wants to
cool
play
picture.
baseball.
No, they're just bad hunters. That's good.
They're
But-
really good hunters.
But
Oh.
Oh, he's handsome.
Florida.
Smash.
Nobody was asking,
Come on.
Brett.
That is a
Nobody
problem
asked.
for next week. Because here is where we will end our first
Please look.
episode of Chapter 5. The first foray into what grows within. And when we return
First 5A.
It's
Oh,
hot.
I'm so
next week,
excited.
we did it. We're back, everyone. We won.
We're back.
Big men throw big rock. Are they good at ambushing? No. Do they make up for it by throwing rocks that are as big as you are?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
They're really good at ambushing.
My camel might die.
You don't care. You named a camel.
That's true.
We have to turn around and buy new
Your
camels.
camel or my camel? Reese's camel.
Reese told you not to name the camel.
It's my camel.
I didn't name it. I just named a camel.
Did we buy the extended warranty on our camel?
Yes, we did. We did. We're good. We're good.
Thank you all
At least
for
I got a
joining
call
us
about
here.
it.
Sorry about the numerous plague-based delays that we
Wow.
had coming into this premiere, but we can't control that. That just happens sometimes. Unfortunate. It's the season. 'Tis the season, everybody, to catch everything and get sick. So take your vitamin C, and we will see you next week.
That's pretty good.
Wow, AJ, you're so funny.
I know. That's why
Marcus.
I got paid to stream for like 10 years. That's so funny.
As
you
we
for joining
go
us.
on.
Next week, same time, same place. Between now and then, Wednesday. Starfighter.
Starfinder.
Those two. Space guns.
Space guns.
Now, actually, in surprisingly similar environments. Because we
We get to be in the desert two
Yeah.
times a week.
now you live.
Is it a frozen
You
tundra?
come to the UGT show. You go play in the desert for 3 hours. That's
Frozen tundra
your
slash
life
desert
forever now. Have fun.
Are we having another crossover?
We don't even need one. We're just in the same place now. It's just desert on desert on desert. Thanks for being here, everyone.
Welcome to heck.
Until next time, stay safe. Stay safe. Bye.